doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors. Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
I'm Wendy Sartori-Link, your Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections. Election Day is November 5th. Voting by mail is easy and secure. Request online at votepalmbeach.gov or call us at 561-656-6208. Return your ballot with prepaid postage or drop it off at one of our secure locations during designated hours. Our online ballot tracker allows you to get live updates on the status of your ballot, and the deadline to request is Thursday, October 24th. No matter how you vote this November, we're here to make it count. Sponsored by the Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections Office.
Your Halloween soundtrack starts with Halloween Radio on the free iHeart app.
With your hands on your hips.
Plus custom playlists from every genre and the spookiest podcasts on the planet. Open the free iHeart Radio app, search Halloween, and listen now.
iHeart Radio.
Free never sounded so good.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Watch for an accident, North Lake Boulevard, west of Military Trail. A crash at Lantana Road at Old Congress Road. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by BJ's Wholesale Club. BJ's Wholesale Club is opening soon in West Palm Beach. At BJ's, members get up to 25% off grocery store prices every day. Visit bjs.com/West Palm Beach or the Membership Center in Auditorium Plaza to join today.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword WIN at realradio921.com. That's WIN. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Redefining radio. This is where the fun begins. Introducing Greek.
Let me tell you something. Don't ever love more you than anybody else you love more.
Francis.
Because then you're just like, you're squeezing your banana so hard every time you come in here, and then you're pounding it on the desk.
Let's get the party started. It's the Penthouse on Real Radio.
Woohoo! Yeah, it is the Penthouse on a weekend where you might see some Halloween parties and a lot of trick-or-treating going on. We got some Thursday night football. Tua is back. Canes and Florida State. That is a classic game, but will it be a classic? We got a big giveaway for you today at 12:45, our Tastings event. You guys got a chance to win $1,000. $1,000 13 times a day with that keyword. Get the keyword and run. We have not had a winner in a couple weeks. We need one. We had one right out of the gate. We need another one. Tomorrow we'll be at Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca for Greek Gridiron. That train continues. A lot more going on at Penthouse on a Thursday. Good morning, Dominic. How are you, sir?
All right. How's it going, Greek?
It's going good.
And hey, Franny.
Hey, what's up?
And of course,
did he point at me?
Yeah, he's
Don't
like,
forget about the girl.
Yeah. Typical him.
Oh boy!
I mean, it's not the girl; it's you.
Don't forget about the girl.
And of course, hello, Francis.
Hi, what's going on? Happy Little Friday? It's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 1 week to Halloween.
I know it is.
One more week. Ooh, trick or treat.
Not feeling it. I'm just, I don't know, maybe because...
Feels more like Christmas?
Well, I just haven't, I didn't put any decorations up, and I will. They'll be up by Halloween. It's probably just going to be like a day of decorations, and it's not going to be all out like I normally like to do, but I'll have some decorations out. But this weekend, I work on Friday, then I have birthday plans on Saturday for one of my friends, so I'm not doing any Halloween things. And then next weekend, I work the Feast of Little Italy.
Oh, that's right.
So there's, no costumes or anything like that. Not going out this Halloween. But I know there's a ton of stuff. And tomorrow, if you guys tune in, even though we're at strikes, I will be doing what's going on over the weekend, things to do. And there's a lot of Halloween events.
A lot of Halloween parties. So, Dominic, we'll check on you first. You did eat breakfast today.
I did.
All right. Yeah. You stopped and got, what, a bagel or something?
I did.
Yeah. So now you're feeling a little refreshed and ready to go?
Sure, yeah.
Now it's
He's like, actually, no, I'm tired now after that.
Now it's 10 too early for you to get out of the gate.
10?
Yeah.
No.
Well, now you're okay at 10?
Oh, I'm fine.
All right. Just want to make sure. Well, I'm glad that you ate something because, you got to fill your stomach and be ready to go and work on the penthouse because it's tough on the top floor. So we hope you're ready.
It's tough up there? All right.
Yes, it is. Franny, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Yeah? All right. You guys can call us at 877-927-6969. You can always text us at Real Radio 47142. It is going to be a weekend where you're going to see a lot of parties this weekend because next weekend, Halloween's going to be, I believe, on Thursday, correct?
Yes.
So then by the weekend, some places will still have them, but I don't know if it's going to have the same jazz. You know what I mean? Monroe's is celebrating their Halloween parties all weekend long. They got this entertainer who's tremendous, Justice. She'll be there for all 3 nights. But yeah, I don't know about next week. It's going to be anything, but you'll be hearing stuff all weekend long. Dom, you have any plans to go trick-or-treating?
No.
No, you're not gonna?
No plans.
Have you decided yet if you're going to be coming in here Thursday dressed up?
Yeah, I might have something up my sleeve.
All right.
I like it. I like a surprise.
Yeah, we like that. We'll see what happens. Franny, I know you had a couple things on Halloween and things that people be like, man, that sucks. Why did I get that? What did you hate as a kid?
Oh, like candies? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Getting like apples or a penny. But yeah, this is, we can go back and forth and it's like a this or that situation. Which one do you think is the worst out of the two I'm going to give you an option for Halloween? So the first thing that they give you, right, is... And I like that. They're doing a bracket. We're going to the prelims right now for it.
Okay.
But yes,
Okay.
people don't like Halloween all the time or Halloween treats. And sometimes you get stuff and you're like, really? Keep it. So between the two, between the two of these, which one do you think sucks the most? Candy corn or circus peanuts?
Ooh.
Circus peanuts all the way. Those are some of the worst candies ever invented. They are disgusting.
I don't mind candy corn a little bit, not a ton.
So where do you go?
Yeah, I'd probably go your side.
The circus peanuts?
Yeah.
They're so gross.
I could deal with candy corn.
Yeah.
They're still down there.
Yeah. They're not gross. They're just not great. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? It's just like you're just chewing on a bunch of sugar and wax.
But I could have one.
Yeah, but circus peanuts to me are terrible. All right, so we are in the majority. Most people are like, winner, circus peanuts. They suck the most. And by winner, whatever sucks the most is the winner, all right?
Yep.
So here we go. Choose between like a fruit snacks. I don't mind. They say fruit snacks or black licorice. I go black licorice as being the worst between the two options.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yep.
Black licorice.
And I'm sure a lot of people don't like black licorice.
I don't mind a fruit snack.
Yeah.
Give me a bag of little Welch's fruit snacks. They're delicious. This one's funny. Which is worse out of these two if you get this while trick-or-treating? And by the way, licorice did win. A religious pamphlet
Wow.
or floss.
I'd rather have the floss.
I'd rather have the floss too.
Yep.
So religious pamphlet wins as being the worst, right? I agree with that.
I mean, you could use the floss.
I mean, as a kid, you don't want either one of those.
You're like, what's this?
But as an adult, you're like, yeah, I'll take some floss. All right. How about between these two? Oh, let's see. Religious pamphlet. People are on our side with it. A small bottle of water or a toothbrush. I think the toothbrush is the worst of the option because maybe you're thirsty while you're trick-or-treating. You might need to down some water.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah,
Right?
I go with that. Yeah.
So toothbrush is going to be the worst of the two options. And we're still on the same side as the rest of the public who did this. All right. Man, who gives this stuff out? These are things that really haven't given out. Juice box or soda?
What's worse?
What's worse?
Ooh, I mean, it's just a taste, whatever you
Yeah.
like. I mean, I don't think anyone. I think it's pretty close as far as being.
Probably kids would probably want this.
The soda, right?
No, I would think the kids want the juice box,
Oh.
and then the adults would want the soda,
I
and
would
not
think-
the juice box.
Man, I would think kids would want the soda because so many kids. At least from what I've seen from my friends who have kids, they don't let them drink sodas a lot, and they always have the juice boxes at the house. So to them, they're like, "Yes, my mom's not here. Give me the juice or give me the soda."
Yeah, probably soda.
That's what I would think. But you go juice box. or the worst of the evil. So I think juice box would be the worst.
So do I.
And juice box is. All right, so we have breath mints, like the Starlight breath mints, or those wax candies. Remember the ones that look like little bottles?
Oh, yeah, and you would bite off the top?
Yeah.
Oh, I hated those.
I did too.
I was like, no.
So what's the worst?
I think the wax candy. You remember those?
Yeah, the bottle ones.
Yeah, there was like 5 in a pack or 4 in a pack, different flavors.
Man, I would think that as a kid, you'd probably want the wax candy over the breath mints, though.
As a kid, yeah, I guess so. I guess you would as a kid.
Yeah, because it's just like sugar in the middle of it, and you get to chew on some plain wax.
Yeah, and you get to put something in your mouth.
When you get a Starlight mint, you feel like you're at your grandma's house.
Yeah, so the mints are probably the worst one.
I would think the mints would be the worst, and we're still on the same page. Now, who's ever done? I have gotten this before as a kid trick or treating, a box of Sun-Made raisins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the option is, what's the worst, raisins or pretzels?
Oh, I think raisins are worse.
Yep,
Me too.
raisins are worse.
Me too.
Especially as a kid. I mean, raisins, you're like, what the hell is this?
Yep. And that is all. And we were on the same side as the public here. Wait, actually, there's one more. Hold on.
We're doing good.
Change your pencils.
What's worse?
Yeah, probably pencils.
Yeah,
at least change sucks, but at least when you're a kid, it's some kind of money.
Yeah,
You're
you got it. Yeah, I got something, even if it's 75 cents.
Put it in the
50
piggy
cents.
bank.
Yep. It's so funny that people give out, and this is what they got from a list of people who went on here and said these are actually real things that they've gotten for Halloween. Now, I want to know, 47142, that's the text line. I have it right in front of me. As a kiddo, can you remember one of the worst things you ever received while trick-or-treating? If it's something that was not named here, anything odd. Something that wasn't named here, and I mentioned it, I remember somebody who used to give away apples for.
Yeah. Granola bars.
Yeah, granola bars. But yeah, apples. And we were told not to eat them because they put razor blades in them.
Oh, that was terrible. My mother used to tell me that, and I'd be like, why do you tell me? You ruined Halloween. And yeah, the apples. I had a guy, remember, on our street used to give us pears. And we would always be like, pears?
Pears.
I should have given it to you. I'm sorry. Brandy, what's up? Was it pears? Yeah, pear. I thought it was odd.
Some
like
used
apple, oranges.
I never got oranges. That's weird.
Yeah.
Anything homemade, don't do it. Like if you're thinking about giving away homemade cupcakes, don't.
Yeah.
Their parents are not
Cookies.
going to let them eat it. Yeah.
Cookies.
I remember sometimes you would get. I don't want to consider them toys, but the fake like vampire teeth instead of candy itself. Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I thought those were really cheap too.
I remember there's a guy used to give out like fake tattoos, like these little stickers.
Oh, yeah.
And you put them on your arm or face or whatever. I was like, what am I gonna do with this? I'm not covering my face, dude. My moneymaker. Come on.
There's another one on here. Somebody said they got stamps.
Oh
yeah.
That's real.
Like postage stamps.
There
What
you
am I
go.
going to do with this?
Imagine that.
Just
Like,
write
you
your
know-
pen pal, kid.
Yeah, you don't have anything to give away. You start looking around the house and you go past your desk. You're like, oh, stamps. Let me give those out.
All right, so now we're at the top 16 here, okay? We're going to try to, we're not going to be able to dwindle this down. I'm just doing a few. So now they brought together some of the worst. So what do you think is worse between a circus peanut and black licorice?
Ooh.
The circus peanut.
Me too.
I'm gonna go
I
with
don't
that.
like black licorice, but a circus peanut to me.
I think some people would like black licorice. Not a lot.
Yeah,
But
some
I would
people
go
like
with
that sambuca kind of.
Yeah,
That tastes
yeah.
like black licorice to me. Not a fan.
Yeah.
So
Peanuts.
All right, circus peanuts topped it. Yep.
Yeah, circus peanuts. You're getting crushed.
What between the pamphlet, the religious pamphlet, and the toothbrush?
The pamphlet.
The pamphlet's the worst, right?
Because the toothbrush you could re-gift.
Yeah.
Give to somebody.
What about the juice box or breath mints? I think
the
breath mints,
breath
right?
mints, yeah.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Kids, these are kids. They don't care.
Actually, yeah, okay, we're on point with it. Raisins or pencil?
What's worse?
Yeah.
Ooh, man, that's tough.
Now
I would say the raisins because kids might be, I'll have to use a pencil for school tomorrow.
Okay. All right, we'll click on raisins. All right, I think we're in the majority. Ooh, this is one I didn't see. Slime or trail mix?
Slime.
Give me
What's
the slime. I think trail mix would be worse.
Yep.
With slime, the slime that they play with?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember having that one. Homemade goods or stamps?
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Give me the homemade goods.
You rather have the homemade good over the stamps? So you think the stamps are worse?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I
All
think
right.
the stamps are worse, too.
Stamps are worse.
I'm not mailing no letter as a kid.
I know, it's so silly. All right, now, you guys, we're at the top 8. We're dwindling this down. Circus peanuts, religious pamphlet.
Pamphlet.
Oh yeah, the pamphlet.
Pamphlet. God, they're both terrible. Either way, it's going in the garbage.
Yeah.
I'm going circus peanuts.
Yeah, it sucks.
But you guys pick pamphlet. Let's see. All right, putting that religious pamphlet by 41% of people made that choice, so that topped the list. I don't know how that made it because the math doesn't math with that, but whatever. It is what it is. Breath mints or raisins?
I would go breath mints, yeah.
Over the raisins as being the worst?
Yeah. For kids now.
For kids, yeah. I would say raisins are the worst, but now we're going a little bit different here. Raisins were the worst choice in that one.
Oh.
So, trail mix stamps. Stamps, right?
Stamps.
Got it. All right, stamps was a winner in that one. And then top 4, you guys. We're dwindling down. Pamphlet, raisins.
Pamphlet.
Yeah.
It's kids.
I know. Let's see. Stamps, pamphlet. This is the finals, guys. This is the finals.
Pamphlet, I think, wins it. That's just my...
The religious pamphlet?
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, that's a tough one, but I'll go with the pamphlet.
And the pamphlet is the winner as the worst thing. Yep.
All right, so if you're listening and you have anything with religious pamphlet, don't give them out.
Don't do it. Nobody wants it.
Yeah, stamps are brutal, though.
Listen, we appreciate religion and love all religions. Whatever you choose to do, just don't push it on anybody.
Now, the stamps are like you really had no preparation. You don't care. You're just like, okay, let me just do that. And
there was a point, and we got so last year we had leftover candy. The year before, we didn't have enough. So we overstocked, and for some reason, we didn't get as many kids. And we do have a lot of kids that live in our neighborhood. I did notice that we don't have streetlights.
Oh, that's great.
So we have sidewalks, but we don't have streetlights. And I understand parents probably they take them to other neighborhoods that do. Yeah. So we overstocked on candy last year. Still have a bunch left over. I'm not going to use it. We're going to get fresh candy. But the year before we got candy, we ran out. So then we had to go into our stash, and by our stash I mean like the Ghirardelli,
Tito's,
and the Ferrero Rocher, like the really good candy. And I was
Bocce.
like, I don't want to get. I was like, so I give it to kids. I was like, you better enjoy this, kid. I was like, this is good dark chocolate with sea salt on it.
You tell them everything. They come to your house.
No, I didn't say anything.
But
I could have just turned off all lights and been like, we're done. But there were still so many kids. I was scrambling, be like, what do I got?
But when you if you shut off your lights at times and then somebody knocks on your door, you feel guilty, and then you're like, oh man, should I don't want to open it. I don't have anything. What am I going to give them? And so it
yeah,
sucks.
but I think it should be one of those, and it's not for everybody, but just one of those given unwritten rule that if the house has no lights on,
don't go.
And they typically aren't going to be giving you candy.
And the time too, like when is it too late to go?
Yeah,
you would always get some like my house. You always get somebody like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like ring the bell.
See, to me, 9 is even a little too late. Like 9:30.
Yeah.
These days, they start like 6:30, 7 o'clock, and I think it's a good run, right?
Sometimes earlier, like 4 o'clock kids be out.
We'll have Thursday night football this year on Halloween, so we'll have to worry about that.
Yeah, the dads are going to be like, hurry up.
Yep.
I
remember like little kids going out very early with their parents. Like, I mean, young kids, like 4 o'clock, 4:30, go out because it gets dark.
Yeah, well, when I grew up in New York, we used to go out as soon as you got home from school.
Yeah.
Really?
And then when I moved down here, I tried going out as soon as I got home from school the first year, and there was no one out. I was like, this is weird. Yeah. And that's how I found out that people go out at like sunset.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little different. And it's darker up there.
It does. Yeah. I mean, right when the sun starts going down, that's when you can start expecting the kids to start coming out.
If the sun's still up, you tell them, the sun's still up,
Yeah,
pal.
what are you doing?
Come back.
47142 started off with Real Radio. We have somebody who wants to win $1,000, but they need the 10 a.m. keyword. Dom, if you can get that for us, please.
I believe it was win, but I'm double checking. Yes, win.
All right, and then we have at 47142, Schuler, Weiser, Zoller, Overbeck, and Baxter. YouTube feed. Is Dom not standing up straight because he knows his face is hiding behind the banner across the bottom of the picture? Oh, I was like, I don't know. He's
sitting.
Oh, he's sitting. That's why.
Sitting today, yeah.
That's why.
He has an injury.
That's from our girl Sarah. She was like, I want to see his face. She didn't say that, but worst thing
he
I got
hurt at Monroe's last night.
Worst thing I got on Halloween was a bellyache. Okay, and then somebody else said I would hate getting those little boxes of raisins. I would dump them out and blow into the box like a musical instrument. Okay. Yeah, you would do that too.
I remember doing it.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, they sucked. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. So we do have some more Halloween talk that we'll get into the other side, including that great old debate. What is too old to trick or treat?
Or what did you dig? Or what is it really the age when people call you out? Like you go to their house and they're like, "Aren't you old enough?"
I think I stopped high school. I think once I entered high school, I was like, "All right,
it wasn't cool anymore."
No.
Yeah, it was like I'm not going out. Then Halloween parties became the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You went from trick or treating to Halloween parties, and that was the transition, and that's it. But yeah, when you start asking people like, "Ooh," yeah, like when I lived in the city, obviously I was in an apartment complex. It was just a weird thing. I remember the first year, like nobody would come in, just people who lived in your building. they would knock on your door with who had kids and stuff like that. But you weren't getting people like that would come off the street and be like, knocking on your door and because they couldn't even get in your building. I mean, that was the thing. But if there was kids, even when I lived in Boca one Halloween, there was a woman and she had 2 little kids and she was like, oh, we're going to go trick-or-treating, on the floor and everything like that. And I was like, all right, cool. She just saw me in the elevator and she was like, is it okay? Because she lived like on an angle from me.
And I was surprised. I used to live in a somewhat of a high rise in downtown West Palm a few years ago. And I was like, man, if kids took advantage of this, you could just clean up.
Yeah.
Because there's so many units and floors and we never had them.
Yeah.
I would. And there was a lot of kids that lived in them. It was a lot of young professionals that lived in those buildings. Yeah. But still, you're that couple kids, just go from door to door. And you don't even have to worry about being outside or street lights or anything. Or
no cold.
Vehicles getting hit by cars, whatever. Right. You're fine.
All right, Franny's giving you tips today. Go to high rise.
But you also have to hope people listening that live in high rise get candy.
Yeah.
And they probably don't because they're not used to people coming and trick-or-treating at their doors.
Yeah, but that would be a scam. You could knock down 20 floor.
That's it.
There were a lot of kids where I lived. That's the one thing I could say.
Oh, I remember growing up. We had the best time. And I lived in suburban Georgia and we in a pretty nice area. And so we would go through my neighborhood and then we knew the other neighborhood. So we would cross through the woods and we would go into another neighborhood that was more rich than where we lived. And so we would go there because they had the king size bars.
What?
We knew our route. We knew what to do.
That was like me in Wellington.
Yeah.
From neighborhood to neighborhood to neighborhood. And going upscale to upscale to nicer and nicer.
Yep. That's what we would start from middle class to rich.
Yep.
And then and no buckets. We brought a couple pillowcases with us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were filling it up.
Oh yeah.
It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. Tastings giveaway today at 12:45. We'll come back with a trifecta, this day in history, and so much more. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Something is coming back into popularity that has not been popular for a very long time.
Sean Watson.
What? How dare you? My popularity remains at an all-time high.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
If you missed our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital One.
Las Vegas, make some noise!
Watch the best moments exclusively on Hulu right now.
All right, you guys are out for a party, I can tell.
See the biggest festival headliners from around the world assembled on one stage on one show.
This iHeart energy is so incredible.
See it all at our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Streaming only on Hulu right now.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Watch for an accident, North Lake Boulevard, west of Military Trail. A crash at Lantana Road at Old Congress Road. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250 keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by Florida Power and Light.
Florida needs a power company that's storm ready. That's why FPL works year-round to keep the power on and restore it safely and as quickly as possible when needed. FPL, working for you every single day. Get ready at fpl.com/storm.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's at Palm Beach. And this weekend is Halloween weekend at Monroe's. And the 24th through the 26th, you got a real treat. Justice will be on stage for 3 nights of shows you do not want to miss. It's Monroe's at Palm Beach this weekend, Halloween weekend, with a 5-star menu and beautiful girls every single night. And remember, you can always watch sports at Monroe. But this weekend, I don't think you're going to watch sports. You're going to want to watch Justice Holiday Weekend at Monroe's. Peace.
When the going gets tough, the tough get StormSmart. Since 1996, StormSmart has simplified the process of protecting your home. Our Stormcatcher screens and shutters are designed and manufactured here in Florida. Along with impact windows and doors, StormSmart ensures your experience from purchase through installation is seamless. We know what it takes to keep your home safe, livable, and beautiful. Because Smart is making it easy to protect your home. And Smart is simple. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Hey, it's Franny. Not all used cars are the same, and GiveMeTheVin.com knows it. If your car's nicer than most, they'll pay you more. Got a regular car? They'll still pay you top dollar. Even if it's not in great shape, they'll beat your CarMax offer or pay you $100 guaranteed. Plus, they'll show up at your house with a check in hand. Pay off your loan, and there's no seller's remorse. GiveMeTheVin.com is fast, simple, and 5-star rated by the Better Business Bureau. Just log on, enter your VIN, and get your instant cash offer at GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Every year, almost 30,000 babies in America are born with birth injuries. It's every parent's worst nightmare. If your child suffered a birth injury, please call our firm to find out if we can help.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's the Greek, and I'm sitting here with Jeff Jr. of Trajan Wealth. Jeff, I'm concerned because we're in election year, which is sure to shake things up. Last year was a great year in the market, and it's just not looking as good this year.
Well, yeah, the market is cyclical, and that's why it's a perfect time to diversify and lock in some of those gains. You may even qualify for an upfront bonus of up to 30% just for opening an account and up to 12% guaranteed growth for your retirement income.
Up to 30% for just opening an account and up to 12% per year. All guaranteed?
Yeah, and you probably won't hear many other advisors talking about this because they don't have access. I will say it's because of the high interest rate climate we're in, and this probably won't last long.
If you're concerned about what this messy election could do to your finances, call Trajan Wealth today and learn how to get up to 30% bonus and up to 12% growth per year for your retirement income. Call 561-390-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. DBA in most states has Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Paid advertisement.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks VapoStick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors. Use as directed. VapoStick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Seminole Casino Coconut Creek is your local gambling destination, featuring over 2,300 slot machines and more than 80 live table games with blackjack, baccarat, craps, roulette, sports betting, and more. Visit the smoke-free pavilion, full of more slots, live table games, and easy access from the west parking lot. Visit NYY Steak and other dining options and live entertainment during the week at Sunset Grill, Nectar, and Sound Bar. Visit CasinoCoco.com. Come home to Coco. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
With Cybersecurity Awareness Month winding down, LifeLock wants to remind you to update your software. These updates are used to patch up security issues that identity thieves can exploit to gain access to your personal info. But for comprehensive identity theft protection, there's LifeLock. LifeLock alerts you to more uses of your personal info and fixes identity theft issues that arise. Start your 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use my name as your promo code, Clay.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks VapoStick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors. Use as directed. VapoStick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
So this new dose is, nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Get immersed in new worlds and ideas with Audible. Explore an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals, all in one easy app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Real Radio weather.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. A mix of sun and clouds today with an isolated shower chance into the afternoon as temperatures remain in the low to mid 80s with an onshore breeze. Then partly cloudy, mild again tonight with temperatures in the low 70s across the area into Friday morning with a coastal shower chance for the start of the day.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Healthcare.
Whenever you need us, just reach out and we'll be there with more locations, more experts, and more resources to deliver the healthcare you need to comfort you and make you feel your best. Find a care site near you at hcafloridahealthcare.com.
A wicked good time is waiting for you now inside the free iHeart app, and it starts with commercial-free Halloween radio. It's the ultimate Halloween soundtrack for the season with spooky hits,
the Monster Man,
fun throwbacks, and all the essential Halloween anthems. Open the free iHeart app, search Halloween radio and listen now.
iHeart Radio.
Free never sounded so good.
The Penthouse is brought to you by Joseph's Classic Market.
Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Ooh, I am freezing my ass off in here today. My God. I feel like a piece of chicken in Publix. It is The Penthouse on a Thursday. Wow, this week flew by. We got a big giveaway coming for you guys at 12:45. Our tastings event, which is going to be November 16th.
Woohoo!
And
I love your woohoo. It's so fun.
Dominic looking very forward to that. He has a day of a lot of things he has to do, but he'll be there. And we're looking forward to that. You guys have a good time. And don't forget a chance for you to win $1,000 13 times a day with the keyword. This hour, the word was win. Hello, Dominic.
Hey there, Greek.
And
hey, Franny.
Hey.
Franny's more important. You say hi to her first.
That's not true. You always make it a point to let everybody know how more important you are.
I don't say anything. I'm doing a show for you. Come on.
You're doing the show for me? Wow.
I work for you.
Thank you.
Franny's here.
That's crazy. Hi.
Time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, the Miami Heat had a big celebration last night. A lot of the Miami Heat players who played in with Pat Riley with the championship years. Alonzo Mourning was there. Haslam was there. Dwayne Wade was there looking cool. And they named the court the Pat Riley Court. Riley's been with the Heat 30 years. Unbelievable achievements he's done for that organization. They've won 3 titles in those 30 years. And I think they've been in the NBA Finals 6 times or 7. But Riley, a staple for the Heat and the NBA, has been involved for years playing as a coach. Playing as a player with the Lakers, then a coach with the Knicks, the Lakers, won a couple titles. So just a great career. So they honored him last night, naming the Pat Riley Court. What did the Heat do? They got blown out in the second half by Orlando Magic, which we gave you on the Greek Zone. If you guys were listening yesterday, we did like the Magic last night, laying 1 or 2 points. But that game, the second half, the Heat had no answer. Warriors did win last night. Big game for first time the Warriors are playing since 2010 with one of the big guys missing. Draymond played and Curry, but the other guy, he's in Dallas right now. So that's the first time, but they won a big game. So exciting for them to do that. Yesterday, Tariq Hill said, we're back. Tua's back, and he was talking to reporters. He said, we're back. He's going to make the difference. And they're saying the Dolphins are going to go on a little bit of a run. Tonight, Thursday Night Football, Minnesota and the Rams. It should be a decent game. The home teams have not been doing good on Thursday night, especially when they're underdogs. So we'll see what happens tonight. The Vikings are the underdog in this game. The Rams are, on Thursday Night Football. We'll talk about more of this in the Greek Zone. And the Yankees and the Dodgers, and a lot of money coming in on the Yankees. When's the last time you could bet the Yankees and they were an underdog? Well, they are. They are an underdog in this World Series. Dodgers are home for 4 games. Yankees have 3, but Cole's on the mound. So first game, right out of the gate, if Cole pitches good and they get a W, there goes that home field advantage. Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Pollard Coffee and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach. Peace.
All right, well, now it is that time for This Day in History.
On this day in history.
All right, we're not going too far back. Back in the day, October 24th, 54 years ago in 1970, President Nixon asked record companies to reduce the number of songs containing lyrics about sex and drugs. They say his request is still being honored today. Is it?
Really? I don't know.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
51. I mean,
How many years ago was that?
That was 54 in 1970.
I don't know. Two Live
He asked
Crew.
record companies to reduce the number of songs containing lyrics about. I know. Imagine if he didn't have this request, how much worse the lyrics would be. 51 years ago, 1973, Kojak debuted on CBS.
Who loves you, baby?
Telly Savalas, is
Yes.
that the name?
Greek.
46 years ago in 1978, Keith Richards was convicted in Canada of heroin possession.
Oh, Keith.
For which he received 1 year suspended license and was ordered to play a charity concert for the blind.
That's nice.
Must be nice to be famous and rich. You just get probation. Be like, hey, play. Anybody else locked up?
Oh, yeah. Heroin?
Don't take drugs, people, unless you're rich.
And he probably never went.
And a rock star.
It's true. I mean, we don't make the rules. It's just the truth.
Unless you're rich and a rock star.
And
And,
he
you
probably
can
never
afford
went
to buy
back there.
justice. How about that?
And he probably never went back there. He's probably like, I'm out.
Oh, you know they've been back to Canada. Let's see here. Where am I? 35 years ago, 1989, televangelist Reverend Jim Baker was sentenced to 45 years in prison and fined $500,000 for his conviction on 24 counts of fraud and conspiracy stemming from the Praise the Lord ministry. A little bit more here in 1991. An appeal court reduced the sentence to 18 years because it was 45. But then in 1994, he was paroled after serving just under 5 years in prison. So dude got lucky. He went in what, 89? Sentenced 5 years?
That's not
Out
bad.
94. Uh-huh.
For that money he stole?
Yeah. They said when he was confronted about the missing $158 million.
What do you say? I don't know where it is.
He claimed that Satan had gotten into his ministry's computers to make the money lost.
Wow. Oops.
When asked if he could prove Satan stole the money, he replied, "Can you prove he didn't?" I mean,
That's a good. He didn't even need an attorney.
can you prove he didn't?
Oh my God.
$158 million. That guy had only spent 5 years in prison.
That's sad.
Oh my goodness. 35 years ago, Zsa Zsa Gabor was sentenced to 72 hours in jail, 120 hours of community service, and nearly $13,000 in fines and court costs for slapping a traffic cop.
Oh yeah, that was brutal. I met her years ago when Merv Griffin. Hello, darling. That was like her big line. She called everybody darling. Wow. She slapped a cop. That's
Yep.
unbelievable.
33 years ago, 1991, if you're a Trekkie, Star Trek genius Gene Roddenberry died at age 70. Then we have here 27 years ago, 1997, Marv Albert was spared a jail sentence after he apologized in court for biting his lover's back during sex.
I mean, that case still made no sense to me. It's just like, I remember reading the post when that came out. I'm like, Marv Albert did what?
He bit his back.
Like, what the hell's going on?
How does that not make sense?
Yeah.
People get into it. They start biting things.
But I think she was the one who put charges against him.
Okay.
I think that's what happened. I don't think it was like the
Well,
state.
but he probably got her good. True blood.
Yeah.
19 years ago, 2005, civil rights pioneer Rosa Parks died at the age of 92. Then we have 18 years ago, 2006, Taylor Swift released her self-titled debut album. Not crazy, 18 years ago. Featuring her hits, Teardrops on My Guitar, Pictures to Burn, Our Song, and Tim McGraw. 10 years ago, this is for you, Dom, 2014, John Wick was released.
There it is.
there it
All
is.
right, another little thing.
Starring Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
It made $86 million worldwide and launched 3 sequels. And it all started with a dog.
That was sad.
It was. I would John Wick somebody too.
Mm-hmm. I told
Watch
I told our market manager today, Mark, that you're going to try to get a John Wick 5. He's like, okay, good.
And then finally, here, sad, 7 years ago, 2017. If you're familiar with him, Fats Domino died of natural causes at 89. And there you go for this day in history. Trying to see if there's any. They always give you
birthdays.
Oh, it's Drake's birthday.
Oh, wow.
It's 38. Let's see, Kevin Kline. Wow, he's 77. I like him. Actor Kevin Kline.
Mm-hmm. Is he married to Phoebe Cates?
Yes, you are correct.
I think they've been married a long time, too.
Mm-hmm.
She had a nice rock. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. If you know anybody with a nice rack. No, kidding. Give us a call about Halloween. What is it, something that you got that you're like, this sucks. I don't want this.
And this is very common, 47142. They says, I live in a town where there's a lot of churches, and for Halloween, there's a lot of trunk or treats. They do them here. A lot of the churches do
which
trunk
is
or
nice.
treats. It's very cute. And you decorate your trunk and give out candy.
That's very nice.
Yes.
We have somebody on hold?
We do. We have Sarah B.
Sarah, what's happening?
Not much. What's up, Penthouse?
What's up with you, Sarah? Happy Halloween. Trick or treat. What are you going to be?
I'm not dressing up.
Do you, because I know growing up Jehovah's, you don't celebrate Halloween either, right?
Not really, no.
Okay.
And when I called, I told Dom I had a trick-or-treating story because I know that he didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
And my trick-or-treating story is actually, you guys know this because I've told you guys this before, but I know Dom is new, so I was like, I can tell it again. So
let's hear it.
As Jehovah's Witnesses, we would always leave our house on Halloween night because we didn't want to deal with trick-or-treaters. And as an adult, the irony is not lost on me that we would leave our house to prevent people from knocking on our door on Halloween.
Yeah, so you wouldn't even just turn off the lights. You just go somewhere else.
Right. We would turn off the lights, but we would also leave the house completely. We would go for pizza.
All right.
That was like our round table pizza night. We'd go to round table, have pizza. By the time we got home, everyone was home already. So
yeah, and you didn't feel bad if somebody knocked on your door.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps you from having to stay in your house like your Aunt Frank and not make a noise because they hear that you're there.
Oh, you're in there. I hear you. Open up. That's pretty good.
Right.
Now, have you ever dressed up for Halloween your entire life?
Yes and no, because I don't really do it.
Yeah.
So if anything, if I ever went out or happened to work at the bar on the night or whatever, I would just tell people that I was dressed as an American Idol contestant or a voice contestant.
Just carry a microphone around.
Right. I'm normally there. Wherever I'm going, I'm normally somewhere singing.
True.
So that would be my excuse. I'm like, yeah.
Are you still at the Wild Beaver?
I am, yes.
Are you going to be working Halloween?
No, because it's a Thursday.
Oh, okay. What are you there again?
Sundays.
Just Sundays?
I typically work Sundays. Sometimes I work a Saturday close shift because it's after I get off my day job.
Yeah.
But normally it's just Sundays. So, yeah.
All right. I have one of my very, very good friends is going to be in Nashville this weekend. I'll tell her to stop by and see you on Sunday.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I should be there on Sunday.
Okay.
For sure.
Why did that place get the name Wild Beaver? Did you ever find out? Was that something that the owner liked, or was that the name previously?
No, I'm not curious enough to ask.
She's like, I don't care. I bet you if I go online, I could probably find the story of it, Sarah.
Last night I couldn't sleep, and that's what was keeping me up.
Well, don't let that keep you. And then I was going to say, too, Creaky, before you gave out the number, you said if you have a nice, or after you gave out the number, you said if you have a nice rack. I was like, I have a nice rack. I'll call.
Nice. I like you, Sarah. That's why we love you. We love you. You got to love yourself. Because if you don't love you, who's going to love you? You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. You will never let you down. So if you have a nice rack, thank you very much. We appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You're the best.
That's all I called for today, Penthouse.
All right.
Well, thanks, Sarah.
I know you've been texting lately, which is cool, but we do miss hearing your voice, so thanks for calling us.
You're very welcome. I did it just for you.
Well, you know what? Even if that's a lie, it makes me feel special, and I don't mind when people lie to me and make me feel special. So thank you.
That's why I did it.
We have a future, Sarah. We have a future. Have a great day.
Later, Penthouse.
Peace. 877-927-6969. The NBA played last night. The Warriors won, and Draymond Green already got a technical. First, right out of the gate. Every year. It doesn't stop.
Not surprised.
No, it doesn't stop. Oh, my God. It's just so fun. He gets the most technicals every year. It's crazy. At some point, you got to be like, dude, what are you doing? Stop. You're hurting us. Oh, crazy. Halloween things that you got as a kid that you were just like, this sucks. I don't want it.
And then also, what is the age American kids should stop trick-or-treating? We talk about this probably every year, but there's a university in New Jersey, Fairleigh, Dickinson University, did a survey And this is what they came up with. Of course, the highlight for Halloween is getting to see all the kids dressed up in costumes and coming to their door for candy every year. While no one wants to have a crowd of adults who aren't wearing costumes ring their doorbell on Halloween, should there be an age limit for trick-or-treating?
15.
And so this is what the new survey found out. You say 15. What do you say, Dom?
I would say somewhere around there, 15, 16, somewhere around 10th grade, 9th grade.
All right. So I am where they're at because I said once you get into high school, you should be done.
Yes, that's
and
about
that's
15.
what I was. That's 14, 15.
Yeah. Okay.
Middle school, 13. So that they say here that the age 13 and a half is the claim here. They said a quarter of respondents think kids should keep it up for as long as they want to because the majority said that 13 and a half, but a quarter said, keep it as long as you want to. While 3% aren't against trick-or-treating at any age, only 3%, so you can be 47 and go trick-or-treating. Older Americans are more likely to say kiddos should quit at age 11 or 12, while younger Americans are more likely to say kids of any age who want to trick-or-treating should. Isn't that interesting? So younger Americans are like, yeah, let them all, and the older ones are like, no. 12 is a cutoff.
Well, if you're homeless, you can buy a costume and just go knocking on doors with a mask. People don't know how old you are.
Or you could just be like, hey, I'm homeless for Halloween. What are you?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that could be your costume.
I mean, I remember, man, years ago, my dad dressed up as, man, what was he didn't call himself homeless, but he was. He was a he was a hobo. Okay. That's what he called himself.
That's what they were called.
Yeah,
hobos.
and so he was a hobo for Halloween one year when he went to one of his friends' parties. But
he didn't go trick or treating.
No, he went. They were going. My mom and him were going to a party.
Hobo, yeah, that's what they called him years ago.
So you could just say that. It's not a bad idea.
It's not bad. I mean, if you can't eat and you're on the corner, just dress up, get a costume, put on a mask, and nobody's going to kick you away from the house because they think you're trick or treating.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just not going to do it like trick or treat. You do a whole neyborhood. You got food for a little while
Until you're there until 10 p.m. and after.
Yeah, just hang out.
The last one on the street.
Yeah, I mean that's what you do. Saves you because who likes asking people for money when you're on the corner?
And it's crazy how many people are not. So a third of the people, because this is a survey about everything, including the age and stuff, but a third of the people that were surveyed said that they don't plan on giving out anything this year. To me, I thought that was a pretty big number.
Yeah,
a third of the respondents are not giving out anything this year for Halloween.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say things are tough. I can't do it. Don't have the money to buy candy, whatever. But, I won't get any kids in my development. But it's a brand new development. I'm practically the only one on the street. I had a black party last week. I was the only one there. I had a son. I'm having a black party this weekend. Come on by. Hang out. 877-927-6969. When are you too old to go trick-or-treating? Let us know. And did you ever get candy and just give it right back to the person? Like, look at it when they put it in your bag and go, keep it. I don't want it. Have you ever done that?
Sarah, this has nothing to do with you, but it is kind of funny at 47142. They said, you missed the irony of the conversation about Jehovah's Witnesses not wanting people knocking on their doors for Halloween, but yet they knock on other people's doors all the time, according to our text line at 47142.
That's pretty.
I totally got that right away. I was like,
let's see. Somebody says, I'm not sure how it started. My sister and I called hobos stinkies when we were kids. Okay,
Stinkies?
thank you. Yeah, that term is not used very often.
No.
Hobo.
No more.
No.
You don't really
Is that very old school?
I guess it's just now you hear bums.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or homeless.
It's homeless.
Yeah.
Or what they call them, unhoused. I know, like, politically correct.
Unhoused?
Yes.
Wow. Dom, what do you got?
we have Jason on the phone.
Jason, what's happening?
Hey, how you doing, Greek?
Doing great, buddy. What's up?
Hey, I just want to talk about the age limit for trick-or-treating.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so I got a couple of kids. One kid's 11, and that's my daughter, and my son's 15, and this year he came to me and said, Dad, I really don't feel as comfortable asking for candy. And I'm like, well, you're still dressing up, and you're going up to the door with your sister, so it can't hurt to take some candy. I said, we go all out as a family. Me and my wife both dress up, go to trunk or treat.
That's cool.
We don't accept the candy. We give it to the kids, but my son's still like, okay, I don't think I should, but I am going up with my sister, so I'll go ahead and grab some candy.
All right, I think that's cool.
Now, do you guys think that's too old, even though he's 15, because he's up with his little sister?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't. I mean, me personally, if I opened the door, I wouldn't think like,
no.
And the only time I think you would look at a kid that way is if he was really tall. Like, say the kid was like 6'2", you might be like, wow, how old are you, dude? But, yeah.
Mustache.
Yeah, mustache, full beard, like John Wick, the whole thing. But no, I don't think he's too old at all.
Yeah, I think as long as he dresses up and puts the effort in, he can go as long as he wants with his little sister.
Yeah, that's fine.
With a younger sibling, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
problem.
there's anything wrong with that.
All right, awesome. Well, you guys have a good day. Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
too.
Appreciate it. What is the age that it is too old for you to go trick-or-treating? If you have an opinion, let us know. When did you stop going trick-or-treating?
I would say somewhere around there, 9th grade, probably. First year of high school.
Yeah, I would think so. Maybe like the year you find out about the guy in the red suit.
I feel like, and this is just my personal opinion, but I feel like boys trick-or-treated a little bit longer than girls did.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's
I feel
when,
like we were too caught up in trying to be cool and be, want to be older than we actually were and stuff. And so that's how I felt.
in high school, that's when the parties start, you know,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
compared to like middle school.
It's a good place to meet girls, too. You're trick-or-treating. Hey, what'd you get? Break the ice. Next thing you know, Shazam. 877-927.
That's where Greek will be this Halloween.
877-927-6969. No, I won't, Dom! Dominic, what is this, your 7th week?
I'm not going to take that bet. I don't even know.
Wow, you wouldn't even commit to a year. Wow. That's great. Imagine if you're gorgeous. It's supposed to be really, really nice. Franny, we got some Florida stories. What's in the trick-or-treat bag?
Yeah, we do have some Florida stories, including another really creepy incident that happened on a cruise line. Plus, we have a Florida man tossing pasta, lands a felony just for tossing pasta. And then, speaking of churches, this Pensacola man faces some charges after a series of church burglaries, but it's funny what they found in his phone. I'll give you these details when we come back on Real Radio 92.1.
Got something to say? Text us at 47142. Start your message with Real Radio. Standard data and message rates apply, and don't text while driving.
A dream 30 years in the making is a reality. The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Your Stanley Cup Florida Panthers are back.
Barkov looks around up front. They score! They score! Was Ted home?
They've savored the taste of victory, but a new season is starting, and they're hungry for more.
Shot, he scores! Gus Borsley beat the buzzer!
The Cats are back, and they're on the hunt for another championship.
Barkov in front, right on his shot, and he scores! The overtime winner!
Listen all season long on Real Radio 92.1.
Start the celebration, South Florida. The Panthers have done it. Stanley Cup champions! Stanley Cup champions!
Your FM home for the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Watch for an accident North Lake Boulevard, west of Military Trail. A crash at Lantana Road at Old Congress Road. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
So this new dose is... nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
Hey, it's the Greek, and I'm sitting here with Jeff Jr. of Trajan Wealth. Jeff, I'm concerned because we're in election year, which is sure to shake things up. Last year was a great year in the market, and it's just not looking as good this year.
Well, yeah, the market is cyclical, and that's why it's a perfect time to diversify and lock in some of those gains. You may even qualify for an upfront bonus of up to 30% just for opening an account and up to 12% guaranteed growth for your retirement income.
Up to 30% for just opening an account and up to 12% per year. All guaranteed?
Yeah, and you probably won't hear many other advisors talking about this because they don't have access. I will say it's because of the high interest rate climate we're in, and this probably won't last long.
If you're concerned about what this messy election could do to your finances, call Tradewell today and learn how to get up to 30% bonus and up to 12% growth per year for your retirement income. Call 561-390-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. DBA in most states has Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Paid advertisement.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
Seminole Casino Coconut Creek is your local gambling destination, featuring over 2,300 slot machines and more than 80 live table games with blackjack, baccarat, craps, roulette, sports betting, and more. Visit the smoke-free pavilion, full of more slots, live table games, and easy access from the west parking lot. Visit NYY Steak and other dining options and live entertainment during the week at Sunset Grill, Nectar, and Sound Bar. Visit CasinoCoco.com. Come home to Coco. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT IT.
Hey, it's the Greek, and football's back. Watch parties, tailgate parties, people come over to the house to watch the game. Well, Tito's Vodka needs to be your quarterback. From the sidelines to the goal line, Tito's Vodka has you covered. This football season, make sure you have plenty of Tito's, and Tito's is on your roster. Pick up a bottle today and enjoy football season, baby. Go Tito's. And even if your team's losing, you're a winner because you got Tito's handmade vodka on your team. Peace.
Storm cleanup is underway. Count on Grainger to help your business recover. You'll find supplies and solutions for every industry when you stop by Grainger's West Palm Beach branch at 1800 North Florida Mango Road. Call 1-800-GRAINGER or click Grainger.com to get the products and equipment you need now.
You just hit the jackpot. Get your medical marijuana card for just $77 with MMJ Health's Mania Madness.
Spin the slots and lock in that price before appointments fill up.
Call 561-269-4137. Again, that's 561-269-4137.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer. Oh, no.
So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning. The cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. A mix of sun and clouds today with an isolated shower chance into the afternoon as temperatures remain in the low to mid 80s with an onshore breeze. Then partly cloudy, mild again tonight with temperatures in the low 70s across the area into Friday morning with a coastal shower chance for the start of the day.
This report is sponsored by BJ's Wholesale Club. BJ's Wholesale Club is opening soon in West Palm Beach. At BJ's, members get up to 25% off grocery store prices every day. Visit bjs.com/West Palm Beach or the Membership Center in Auditorium Plaza to join today.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Strike's Cigar Lounge.
From the the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword money at realradio921.com. That's money. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Thursday. Thanks for tuning in. We had
It's getting a little funky in here, huh?
Yeah. I was moving. I said, yeah.
Funky in the Penthouse.
Dom, did you request to change some of the music?
No, I didn't yet.
Oh, all right, because I was going to say, it sounds like something new. Good job. That was a little spunk and monk. Good job. It is The Penthouse on a Thursday. And good morning to Dominic.
Good morning, Greek. Good morning, Fernie.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Over to Francis. Hello.
Oh, hi, what's up?
And time for some Florida stories.
All right.
Florida.
Florida. Did you say
Florida. I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
This is not the first time pasta has landed somebody in jail, and it probably won't be the last time. A 40-year-old man named Markel Royale, that's a pretty cool name, Markel Royale.
Sounds like a cologne.
Got himself tossed like pasta right into jail for what they're calling a crime of spaghetti. They said Markel and his wife were having an argument, and to no surprise, alcohol was involved. Markel already had a few drinks and got mad. And what any reasonable person wouldn't do, he threw a bowl of spaghetti at his wife.
Oh. Jesus.
Why waste food like that? Now, we know spaghetti is not a deadly weapon, but marinara is a mess, especially when it hits your hair. But cops showed up to the scene because she did call. Found her basically looking like a human Italian dish. They said the poor lady was covered head to toe in spaghetti sauce. The officers weren't laughing, though, because this wasn't Markel's first run-in with the law. They said he's got a pretty big history.
He's thrown pasta before?
Yeah, well, 2018 conviction for, you guessed it, battering his wife. So they said now, because of this, they said that they didn't just slap him with a misdemeanor. They said this time it is a shiny new felony that he got.
Don't throw food, people.
No, well, I mean, he's had issues. Anyways, don't hit anybody.
Don't throw food either.
Don't throw food at anybody.
Yeah, don't throw food.
I mean, we've learned. We see people who throw pizza, and especially when it's like a brother or sister. And I've had these with the Florida stories. I'm like, come on, can we just talk it out?
Yeah.
Instead of calling the cops and putting somebody in jail.
But
this guy belongs in jail because there's battery charges from years previously of his wife. So.
But I guess if you're out in a restaurant, you throw food at somebody and they call, they're going to nail you and bring you in.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you're having a heated argument, take it outside. Walk away for a minute. But don't throw food.
Yep. And now another creeper working at a cruise ship. We just had that story a few months ago with the Margaritaville at the sea, the guy there. That was a terrible story. And now more than 1,000 people may have been secretly filmed in hidden bathroom cameras on board of a Royal Caribbean cruise ship. According to a new class action lawsuit, they said that the suit was filed October 15th and it's seeking damages for passengers on board the Symphony of the Seas who are unknowingly being photographed and filmed by their stateroom attendant while undressed and engaged in private activities.
This is sad.
So they're saying look into, because according this cruise was February, according to USA Today reports, but it comes just months after former employee, his name was Arvin Marisol, was sentenced to 30 years in federal prison after pleading guilty to producing child pornography, and now he is still facing voyeurism charges in Florida. They said the suit claims Marisol also transmitted and uploaded images of the passengers to the internet included that so-called dark web without the guest's knowledge. Unidentified passengers who filed the suit said she suffered severe emotional distress. Of course she did.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure there's a bunch, like they said, up to 1,000. So there's a bunch of people out there who may or may not know. But if you were on that cruise February and you think he was your attendant, you may want to jump on this civil suit. But yeah, so they said he only worked for them for a year. And he was regularly cleaning passengers' rooms, restocking towels, changing sheets, and he had access to all the things. He said he was arrested after a girl did find a small camera pointed to the shower when she reached under the sink for some toilet paper to get an extra thing of toilet paper, and that's how he initially got busted.
Sad.
Yeah, gross. Then we have this 20-year-old Pensacola man. His name is Jeremy Lang, arrested for breaking into local church. And so now he's facing some additional charges for 5 more church burglaries they found out he was attached to. They said that he's now facing 5 additional charges, 5 charges of criminal mischief, 3 charges of larceny, 1 charge of motor vehicle burglary. Last Tuesday, he was initially arrested on charges of burglary, drug possession, obstructing justice, possession of firearm. And then they said that they realized there were 7 church break-ins reported between September and October in the area. Over there, Woodland Avenue, investigators have since connected him to these incidents. So when they were going through his phone, the best part, they're like, yep, definitely our guy. So authorities searched his phone, his cell phone, uncovering searches that said how to cut a shirt into a mask. Where do churches keep money?
Oh my God.
Do churches have saves? Events where you raise money in Pensacola.
Oh my God.
Those are all his searches that he kept on his phone. So they say the investigation continues on, but he is behind bars, and that is your With the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. Dom?
We have Chris on hold.
Chris, what's happening?
Hey, Penthouse, how y'all doing?
Doing great, Chris. What's happening?
Nothing much. Hey, man, Greek, I overheard you say there was an over-under, someone saying about Dom being there. I know I give him a lot of, give Dom hell, but I hope you lose your voice for a long time. I mean on the show for a long time.
Thanks, Chris.
That's love.
He loves the love.
It's
He loves
love.
love. I'm going to bet over a year. It's either under or over a year. I'm going to bet over a year, and I'm going to hope for the best. As long as he's happy. As long as he's happy.
Look, I take the over because, as much as I hate him, I want him on the show every day.
Thanks, man.
You guys rock.
Are you betting tonight?
Huh?
Are you betting tonight?
No, not tonight. Tonight is just the wife and I. We're going to do a date night tonight.
Oh, that's good.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, that's very important, date nights with your wife. But bet Syracuse +6 in college football. It'll make your date night a lot better.
And then she's going to get mad because I'm going to pay attention to my phone instead of her.
Don't check the score all night.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, if it's going to bother you, then don't do it. But I'm guarantee you Syracuse wins tonight.
Guarantee?
Dun, dun, dun.
We don't like guarantees around here, G-Man.
I know.
Just like you guaranteed the Knicks on opening night of the NBA.
I didn't guarantee that. I said I liked it. I didn't say I guaranteed. You know why I like Syracuse tonight? Because I was at Joseph's getting lunch, and there was a woman next to me, and she dropped some stuff out of her cart, and one of the things
was it an orange?
It was an orange. And I was like, Syracuse tonight.
That's a sign.
It's a sign, baby.
Orange man.
That's it, baby. The orange man. Woo, woo, woo.
I can't with you, Greek. I can't, dude.
Hey, tonight you're going to see a score where they cover a win, and you'll be like, you know what? The orange man. Sometimes the man upstairs gives you a sign.
No, you're right. You're going to make me do it, I swear.
I can't make you do anything. I can suggest things.
No, you are right about that, and I will always listen. Dom, you suck as usual, and I appreciate you guys, man. Later.
All right. Way to be. You betting Syracuse tonight?
Is it a guarantee?
Oh, it's a
Guarantees are scary, though, every time you That's so scary. Those are
If
scary.
Syracuse doesn't cover, I'll pay your bet.
All right, I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna bet it too. Then are you gonna pay mine if they don't cover?
Of course, you know that. You don't have to ask me. Kidding me?
Yeah. I'll put in 20. I'm putting 25. How about that?
Franny and I were texting last night, and she was going out to dinner. I said, "You want my credit card?"
I said yes, and he goes, "I love you," and I didn't get it. I was like, "Yeah." Didn't get it. So
Should add it to your wallet on the phone so you could just.
There it is.
That's it.
There it is. I wanted her to have a nice time, not worry about
He
anything.
wanted, but he didn't give me his credit card number.
If you call me, I thought it would maybe make you call me, and I was like, oh, maybe she'll call me.
No, you didn't even think that at all. You know I wouldn't take a credit card number.
I know that. Of course you wouldn't. 877-927-6969. When is it too old to go trick-or-treating? Let us know what you think about that. And did you ever get something at somebody's house and say, you keep it?
We have Evan on the line.
Evan from the Red Meat Lovers Club. What's up, Evan?
I am happy to be on your show once again.
Evan, we always appreciate you. You do a lot of great things for the community and for the charity, and that's why we give you this forum to talk about upcoming events, and they're always great events, and they're always a lot of fun.
Thank you. Now, Greek, this event I'm about to tell you about is unlike anything your ears have ever heard before.
Wow.
Imagine this night on November the 14th.
Oh, all right.
Pro arm wrestling. 5 matches. 10 professional arm wrestlers.
Wow.
Fighting it out as the Red Meat Lovers Club surround the table with men and women consuming meat mountains, an amazing amount of beef. So the night consists of pro arm wrestling.
Okay.
Incredible amounts of meat. Open bar.
Ooh.
While we all do this together, the charity partner of the evening is Helping Israel Fund.
Okay.
We picked that because one of our members is also involved with them. And as you know, every dinner we do, we partner with a different charity. We select them from our sponsors. One of our sponsors, Mr. Matthew Mashler of Signature Real Estate, selected the Helping Israel Fund. It will be epic, Greek. I'm excited about this one.
You're always excited, and they're always great events. But where's it going to be? We don't know where it's going to be.
Let us know.
I mean, how are we going to get there?
And how do we get the tickets?
Yeah.
All right, well, there's a couple things. One, there's a couple givens. Yes, it's going to be a great event. Yes, I'm about to invite Franny, and yes, she will not come.
You're right. If you had something in this, I'm not going to speak for Franny, but I can almost. Yeah. No, if you had an event that was up here, I'm sure she would try to come.
I don't venture like G-Man that far from my bubble.
Yeah. So, I mean, if it was someplace in the gardens, or maybe if you had something at her house and you want to come over and cook food for her and her husband, she would do that.
You're stealing my line. I was about to say the event is in Franny's backyard.
I mean, it's got a great setup. So.
Yeah. Got a pool, tiki bar. It's great.
I was setting myself up. You took my punchline, and thank you for that. All right, so this is where the event's going to be. The event is at this place called The Loft on Congress. It's in Boca Raton, Florida. So it's at The Loft. The tickets and all the information can be found at Beef Brawl, BeefBrawl.com, and it will take you to our Eventbrite page, and you can find out how unbelievable this night it will be, and it's going to be super unique. No one has ever taken arm wrestling. I'm taking arm wrestling. I'm bringing it out of the dingy bar that I would imagine arm wrestling to be, and I'm bringing it to Boca Raton. I'm sprinkling on some Wagyu beef tallow.
Nice.
And I'm going to make sure that everyone has a unique moment of amazingness, including Franny.
We need Evan. We need to get, and he's local. We need to get Sly Stallone there. I mean, remember that one movie he did, Over the Top, back in the 80s? Yeah, it was an arm wrestling movie.
That's right. Right.
Yeah. Not only do I know it, but before bed every night for the last 6 years, I make my son watch that movie to make sure that he understands the difference between grips of arm wrestling, as he will be a professional arm wrestler.
Oh, wow.
One day in the future.
Wow. How old's your son?
Yeah. The son is 13 years old. He's all of 80 pounds, but he is going to take over the Red Meat Lovers Club. As you know, he is the commander-in-chief of the Red Meat Lovers Club, and he is primed to make an appearance this evening, November.
Is there a lot of meat puns in there? The whole prime. I get what you're doing.
All right, so Evan, I know you want to see Francis, and I don't blame you. So you're going to have an opportunity tomorrow. We're going to be at Strike Cigar Lounge. Bring us lunch.
I cannot believe that Franny will leave her bubble, but I'll tell you, as you know, I'm a big fan of Strikes. I really enjoy that outside patio.
Yeah.
Watching the cars go by. They have an incredible selection of cigars, and it's a really nice place. Parking's difficult sometimes, but I do enjoy that cigar lounge a lot. It's a really nice place.
All right, well, you bring us lunch or what? That's the most important thing. You want to see Franny? We'll be there tomorrow, 10 to 2.
Don't use me as a pawn here. So I am on that beefbrawl.com, and the Sarah Bachman, is that how you say it? She's an 8 times world champion. Yeah. There's a video of her. This girl, she's cute and she's a badass. I mean, she is built, but she's going to be there, which is pretty cool too.
She's putting together this whole arm wrestling night.
Nice.
She is so excited about it because there's some sports that are weird. Obviously, first that comes to mind is like slap fighting. I think that arm wrestling has not gotten its proper due. I think it is an exciting sport. I think that we're going to really put it in a setting that has never been seen before, and it's going to be just a really exciting moment. And I know that if Franny went, tickets attendance would skyrocket.
Oh, forget about it.
It is one of those things where I do kick myself in the ass because I drool every time I look at the menu of what you guys are serving. Yeah. It is right up my alley. It all looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah. I will definitely stop by and see you and try my best to,
I hope you do.
Yeah, I will.
I hope you do. Every listener, every time we talk, they will be approved to get into our private Facebook group. That's how you find out about us. And not everyone gets approved, except if you're a listener of your show. And I encourage everyone to find us on Facebook, Red Meat Lovers Club private page, or you can just find out everything at our website, rmlclub.com.
Now, this event's November 14th, correct?
November the 14th, we will be doing this extraordinary meat experience, and it's going to be a very special night.
All right, Evan, we wish you all the luck in the world. I know it'll be another successful event. And call back when you get closer, and I will definitely try to stop by and see you.
Sounds great to me. We'll talk again.
All right, buddy.
Evan, thank you.
They always have great events, Rent Me Lovers, and it's always for a charity. So much food. You'll never leave there hungry. You will not.
It really does look it. You got to check it out, Dom, on their website or anytime they have events. I mean, the menus, it's just amazing. It looks incredible.
They had one in New York Prime one night. It was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, so much food.
Got my attention. Right. They do it right.
Yes.
47142 started off with Real Radio. A couple text messages. Let's see. Franny Greek just mentioned that there might not be too many kids at his neighborhood. How many kids should there be at a 50-plus community? Just wondering. Ooh. He doesn't live in a 50-plus community. And you know what? Once I turn 50, I might live in a 50-plus community. They're fun, and they're a little bit more inexpensive most of the time.
Yep.
Take me to the villages.
Let's do it.
I don't know about the villages.
No, there actually is a Margaritaville community in Daytona. I can't remember. but it's around that area. But it is a 55+ community, and it's Margaritaville based, Jimmy Buffett style. It looks so cool. I want to say our girl moved there. I don't know, think about it. Anyways, then at 47142, started off with Real Radio. Says the worst thing I ever got for Halloween were crotch crickets.
Oh, God.
Also, I guess, known as crabs. I got them from a woman dressed up like Little Bo Peep. She asked me if I could help her find her sheep. I should have helped her find a gynecologist. Man, I still itch just thinking about it. Talking about a Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, my God.
That's from our buddy Hugh.
I knew it was him.
I know.
What do we got, Dom?
We got Riggs on the phone.
Riggs, what's up, buddy?
What's up, guys? That event sounds pretty awesome. The arm wrestling,
it's great.
Eating, and yeah.
He's been doing these for years, and they're always a lot of fun. He picks all unique spots.
Yeah, it sounds like such a macho event: arm wrestling and meat.
Yeah, it really does. But there, a lot of his events, there are a lot of ladies there. I mean, there really is, and he always ties it in with cigars. They have their own cigars now. I know Evan, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years. We always help him out. Because he does things for charity, does a lot of things for the police, stuff like that. So, if you're going to help the community, and you know what? We want to help you too, which we think is nice.
Hey, Franny, do you think your husband would be a contender on that arm wrestling event?
I don't know. He's pretty strong. So maybe, if there's money behind it.
There's money behind it.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate incentivizer.
Oh, always, right?
My God, it's bad. How about just doing it for the charity? Riggs, you got to call back.
Would you do it, Riggs?
Yeah, I would do it. I mean,
against Victoria's Secret models.
I think I've lost once or twice in my life in arm wrestling.
Wow. So that's
but how many times have you arm wrestled?
Once or twice. Oh, I love it.
I do it frequently. It's one of my strengths.
Really?
Whenever somebody challenges me, I kick their butt.
Really? Wow. Now, do you stay within your weight class, or do you go up, or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. Usually, the guys who are scrawny are the strongest ones, and it's all about technique anyway. I used to work at this guy at Starbucks PGA. This guy Ryan, really good-looking kid, and he was the strongest one I've ever arm wrestled. He always could defeat me. He actually ended up going into acting and got a role at Friday Night Lights.
Nice. Cool.
He was a stud.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna have to call us back though, Riggs, because we got to go to break. And
I hear you.
So call back like 8 minutes, and we'll take your call. Love to talk to you.
Sounds good.
All right, peace.
Thanks, brother.
It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. You guys, I hope you're having a good day, and you listen to Rover. Remember, he gives you a keyword every hour for you guys to win $1,000. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Foreigner in a strange land. That makes sense. Stranger in a strange land. That's the saying.
The follow-up is foreigner in a strange land. It's like they're very similar.
You sound like we don't like foreigners in our strange land.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
If you missed our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Las Vegas, make some noise!
Watch the best moments exclusively on Hulu right now.
All right, you guys are out for a party, I can tell.
See the biggest festival headliners from around the world assembled on one stage on one show.
This iHeart energy is so incredible.
See it all at our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Streaming only on Hulu right now.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Watch for an accident, North Lake Boulevard, west of Military Trail. A crash at Lantana Road at Old Congress Road. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by PureTalk.com. Stop overpaying for your cell phone plan. Pure Talk gives you unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month on America's most dependable 5G network. Switch today. Just dial pound 250 and say keyword switch now to save 50% off your first month with Pure Talk.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach. And this weekend is Halloween weekend at Monroe's. And the 24th through the 26th, you got a real treat. Justice will be on stage for 3 nights of shows you do not want to miss. It's Monroe's at Palm Beach this weekend, Halloween weekend, with a 5-star menu and beautiful girls every single night. And remember, you can always watch sports at Monroe. But But this weekend, I don't think you're going to watch sports. You're going to want to watch Justice Holiday Weekend at Monroe's. Peace.
Hi there. I'm Mia. I'm Air.
You're Air?
Yeah. I just got out of the lungs of someone smoking a cheap little cigar outside a bodega. Oh, it was so smoky in there. And where there's smoke, there's
fire.
Cancer.
Oh.
Yeah. Little cigars might taste sweet, but they still kill. I'm supposed to be helping people, not unhelping them.
You mean hurting?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm a bit of an airhead.
Little cigars are just as dangerous as regular cigarettes. Find out how to quit today at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Hey, it's the Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, and this Friday, October 25th, we will be there live to Penthouse for Greek's Gridiron. Stop down, play me against 7 games, and try to win 3-night stay at the Hard Rock Hotel. It's Strike Cigar Lounge, open 7 days a week, always a great time, unbelievable humidor with great selections. Patio outside, all the games are on. It's Strike Cigar Lounge this Friday. The Penthouse will be live for Greek's Gridiron. Stop by, baby. Puff, puff, peace.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In office, West Palm Beach.
Welcome to Homestead Miami, your home for the racing high life. A track as vibrant and colorful as South Florida. An Xfinity and Craftsman Truck Series Playoffs doubleheader on Saturday. A Cup Series Playoffs showdown on Sunday. And it's all caliente.
Side by side for the race lead.
NASCAR Playoffs weekend at Homestead Miami Speedway, October 26th and 27th. Get your tickets now at homesteadmiamispeedway.com.
Hell of a job, guys.
Storm cleanup is underway. Count on Grainger to help your business recover. You'll find supplies and solutions for every industry when you stop by Grainger's West Palm Beach branch at 1800 North Florida Mango Road. Call 1-800-GRAINGER or click Grainger.com to get the products and equipment you need now.
The only thing worse than hiring no law firm after your injury is hiring the wrong law firm. And there are so many of them. When thousands of people call us every year asking to help them change law firms and hire us instead, I wonder why they ever called the other firm in the first place. They were smart to switch before it was too late. You only get one day in court. You know who has the resources and results to fight to handle your claim. And the big insurance company on the other side, they know it too. They know us well. You have to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, and know when to walk away. Walk our way. When you're fighting to get what you deserve, it's go big or go home. We are big for a reason, which is why we've recovered over $9 billion for our clients. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Give the star in your life the brightest gift in the world. Name a star after them. This is Rocky Moselle with International Star Registry. For $59 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com. Star for birthdays, weddings, or even memorials. Over 45 years, we have named millions of stars for celebrities and individuals from around the world. The star you name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Visit starregistry.com or call 800-282-3333.
What's better than one win? 3 wins. With Straight Savings, you keep your own phone, get one line for only $25 a month with real unlimited data, and get rewarded with a $200 phone credit after 12 months. It's a win-win-win. Head to Walmart or visit straighttalk.com today. Switch to Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Straight Savings Plan enrollment requires compatible unlocked device and new line of service. Bonus device credit requires 12 months of active service. Offer ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. Taxes and fees apply. For network management practices, see Straight Talk's terms and conditions.
So this new dose is, nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline nasal spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
As Cybersecurity Awareness Month wraps up, remember to update your software to fix security issues that identity thieves exploit to steal personal info. And for comprehensive identity theft protection, choose LifeLock. Start your 30-day free trial today at lifelock.com/cybersafety.
For more information about contests on this station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Car accident? Visit smithball.com to learn more about our legal power and how we can help.
Sarah Spain for iHeart Women's Sports.
Presented by Capital One.
The Chicago Red Stars of the NWSL unveiled a new name and crest on Wednesday. Going forward, they'll be known as the Chicago Stars Football Club, with a logo that includes a red star at the center of a soccer ball representing the club's players, past, present, and future. They'll continue to don the Red Stars name and crest for the remainder of this season and playoffs before fully transitioning to the new brand next season. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts.
Capital One is a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
I'm Julian Edelman.
I'm Rob Gronkowski.
Welcome to Dudes on Dudes. We're going to highlight players, and we're just going to sit here and talk about them. And we'll get into the types of dudes. Is Randy Moss a stud or a freak? Is Tom Brady a dog or a dude's dude?
We're going to find out, Jules. New episodes drop every Thursday during the NFL season.
Listen to Dudes on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Dudes on Dudes to start listening.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored to you by Pillar Coffee Bar and Ice Treats.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Mo Better Garage. Mo Better Garage. We make it way Mo Better. MoBetterGarage.com.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Thursday. A little cold in here today.
It's always cold in here. What do you mean today? Every day. Actually, I think it's warmer than normal.
Really?
Yeah. Normally, I'm like, this is the goosebumps.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling it today. I keep walking into Dom's studio just to get a little heat. And, of course,
yeah, because he's so hot. He's just radiating.
No, because of his great personality.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. It is The Penthouse on a Thursday. No giveaway today at 11:45. It's at 12:45. So mind your P's and Q's. Dominic's in the house.
Hello.
And, of course, Francis is here.
What's going on?
And it's time for a Greek Trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
All right, there is a football game tonight, and it is Minnesota against the Rams. The Rams are home getting points. And on Thursday nights, the home teams have not been doing great. So a slight lean toward Minnesota, but there's also a football game, Syracuse and Pittsburgh. Go Orange Men. I got it today. I got a sign from God at Joseph's Classic Market. So make sure you guys bet Syracuse plus the 6 and maybe a little bit of the money line too. Yankees and Dodgers, game 1 tomorrow night, World Series. They are expecting unbelievable numbers. Last week, the 49ers played in a late game. It was a repeat of the Super Bowl, which is the 49ers against the Chiefs, and they had 27 million people checking out that game. That is huge. The NFL is a money machine, and when the Chiefs play, obviously they're the champs. People love to see them. Taylor Swift thing you throw in there too. 27 million last week. They are crushing it, the NFL. Every year the numbers get higher and higher. Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Pilar Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach. Dom, we have somebody?
We do. We have Riggs again.
Riggs, what's up?
What's up, guys? Thanks for taking my call again. I know you have a rule against...
No. Rules are made to be broken. You're a VIP member, so we can do that.
Thank you. Hey, the first topic, since you mentioned the Chargers, what am I talking about? The Chiefs versus... the 49ers.
Yeah.
That was an awesome game. Like, last Sunday was all around some really, really good games. I enjoyed, basically all football. But what do you think of Tom Brady as a commentator?
I don't think he's bad. I mean, I don't think he's worth what he's getting paid, but obviously the executives at Fox think that. I wouldn't pay anybody that kind of money because I think most football fans really doesn't bother them either way who's doing it. But for some reason, they must have research that backs it up, and he's a name. I think he's getting a little bit more comfortable, and he's starting to talk about some stories about him and the Patriots and stuff like that and different players. But Brady's Brady, but now he owns a piece of the Raiders, so it's going to be a little difficult. He can't really be at any facility. He can't do any interviews on the facility grounds. He's a little limited, so I don't know if Fox, maybe goes back to him and says, hey, we're going to change this up a little.
Yeah. What I liked about him, I'll start with the positive feedback first. He really gets technical right away on the play. Like he'll give it to you from the perspective of the quarterback, what the quarterback saw, and why he decided what he decided. And that kind of insight, you don't see that very often. Usually the commentators are at like a superficial level, and they're just basically calling the play.
Well, also, they try to just make it as easy as they can for the people listening. That's the thing, too. They don't want to have it where, it's mumble-jumble, just football stuff, because a lot of people don't understand the football language. So when they're out there, you got to understand, they're just trying to get the big scale, everybody. Because the Brady's thing's good, but it's a niche for super fans.
Yeah. No, totally. And my wife was like, I understand the words are coming out of his mouth, but I don't know what they mean, to your point in Greek. Whereas I have a little more experience, so I could understand the nuances that he was describing from Mahomes' perspective.
Mm-hmm. And he calls players by their first name a lot.
Yeah, that struck me as well. I heard you make a comment on that the other day. That struck me as well. I don't know how I feel about it. I guess if you don't know the name of the player, the first name, then you're like, who's he talking about?
Mm-hmm, that's my point, exactly.
Patrick and all that, yeah.
Yeah, he called him, I don't think he called him Mahomes once. He called him Patrick. Yeah. And I think that's more of him and him, they're friends. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And off the field and stuff. But he was always like, Patrick went back on this pass, and you're like, wait a minute, who's Patrick? It's Mahomes, obviously, if you're a fan, but he's the first guy I've heard do that. Call the player by the first name. Yeah,
it's almost like he has a relationship, but he feels like he's the superior in the relationship. In my view, that's how that came across.
Or that's his habit. You know what I mean? He's called the person that for so long that it just sticks in your head. So you call Patrick. I mean, I think if the two of them are talking, I don't think he's like, hey, Mahomes, what's up? You know what I'm saying? He's probably like, when they're having lunch or stuff, so it's, I've had people I've done business with, and could be 3 months, 6 months. Somebody I was out with the other night and knows me a year and goes, I don't even know your first name. So it happens.
Well, it's Greek, right?
Yeah, of course.
I was going to say nobody does. It's a mystery.
The other part, and the other point of positive feedback, both those guys have a great head of hair and were dressed to the T. I mean, I love seeing that.
Yeah, Brady's always dressed. So he was a dapper.
I was, but I was surprised. I mean, Brady being paid as much as he does. He was wearing a tie, but he only had a half Windsor. Didn't have a full Windsor. I mean, what gives with that, right? If you're going to tie it properly already.
You're right, but most people don't even know what that means, to be honest with you. So, but no, he looks good. But again, I'm not paying him $35 million. No way. Romo and them $17 million is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, most fans, and especially gamblers, you could have two 12-year-olds doing the game. They wouldn't even care. They just shut her off.
Do you think Brady has like a focus group that he practices calling games?
Yeah, he did. He definitely went through training. Yeah, he went through training. Yeah. He definitely did. Yeah. They all do. I forget the guy's name. He has a school in Dallas, I believe, or Texas someplace, where all the ball players go to training for broadcasting. He used to be, I think, a quarterback. I forget who it is, but it's a broadcasting school that they all go through.
Well, hopefully they didn't go to the same broadcasting school that Dom went. Otherwise, they would be in trouble.
Yeah, I didn't go to broadcasting school. Aha!
Aha! Aha! Dom used to be a blackjack dealer at the Bellagio. That's how we met.
No, Don went to the School of Real Radio, is what he did.
That's right.
Hey, Franny, if you're in a bathroom and you suspect there's a camera, do you smile?
And make sure I look my best. Suck it in and smile.
Oh, my God. Only you would ask that question.
Suck it in and smile. Oh.
I mean, I'd be a little flattered if somebody thought enough of me to put a camera to film me. I'd be like, have at it, Haas.
Have at it, Haas. But don't forget, they're putting that camera for everybody. So you just have to be
not
there.
that special. Not that special, Riggs.
Now, if it was at your house, that's different.
We had a friend one time, Greek, and she was this smoking girl. She was married to this guy, and they had a good life together.
Yeah.
They went to a wedding. She fell in love with a DJ, ended up divorcing her husband, and having a kid with a DJ at the wedding. And when the kid was like 8 months old, barely out of the womb, he got busted. He was going to the weddings, and he had a pen camera. And he would go there and put the pen behind the toilet, like on the ground, because no one touched it because it's dirty.
Yeah.
And he was filming people from the weddings with that camera.
This was the DJ, Riggs.
The DJ?
The DJ that the girl married?
What the DJ of the girl?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our friend, like the husband of our friend, he was the DJ at the weddings.
Yeah.
So he would go to the weddings in the bathrooms and he would film the wedding guests.
Wow.
That's terrible.
And they ended up arresting him. They found all sorts of like child pornography and everything.
Oh my God! Did she divorce him?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if she divorced him, but he's in jail. So
you would hope so.
You would think,
right? Who wants to be with that kind of creeper?
Yeah, that's terrible. And she went to a wedding and she fell in love with the DJ,
which is really interesting because typically during a wedding, like, DJs don't really do much interacting with them.
Then maybe if you come up and say
he must have been a smoke show. He must have been very hot, like that. He caught her eye.
Yeah. He was not bad looking.
Yeah.
For sure.
And what did your buddy say? I bet you never took anybody to a wedding again.
He hates DJs.
My buddy was a little hurt at first, and then
of course
this whole thing started happening. He was like, thank goodness. He felt like he dodged a bullet on that. He just stopped talking to her altogether. He's like, I want no part of this. This is your mess. You deal with it.
Oh, of course. I mean, yeah, she left him, so why are you going to help her?
Yeah, this has nothing to do with him.
Yeah, he has nothing to do with it, and that sucks that she went to a wedding, and I've never heard of that, where somebody fell in love with the DJ. I mean, that's...
she had a kid, so she was trying to get back with him, with the old husband, and I'm like, that's crazy. Like, why would you even talk to her? Now she has a kid, she has all that baggage. Like, that's somebody else's problem. Like, good riddance.
I've heard crazier stories, though. I mean, I got a buddy years ago who fell in love with a dancer, and they had twins, and he divorced his wife, and one day the dancer got up, and she said, I'm going to Vegas, and she left him and the kids, and he went back to his ex-wife, and they got remarried. And they're still married today, 25 years later.
And they kept the twins?
Yeah, she raised them.
The twins?
Yeah. The girl never came back from Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, I was crazy. I got to be honest. I bet against him. I told him, no offense. but she took him back. I mean, some people love somebody so much. I mean, I can't imagine it, obviously. Maybe you can't, but I don't know. Like, some people just like, I love the person.
I don't know that I've spent ever enough time with a stripper to even create an emotional connection.
Well, you don't. But there are people who do. There are people there every single day. And they know all their lives. And they start talking, and the next thing you know, Benihana. Things happen.
Like for me, that and my dealer is the most transactional relationship I have in my life.
Your dealer?
Like your car dealer or your drug dealer? Which kind of blackjack?
No. My car dealer.
It's car dealer.
Oh, I thought you meant you're like
like drug dealer. Which
dealer.
one? I mean, I'm glad we're being open here.
When you said dealer,
Judge Free Zone.
We went Babanya.
No, we don't even need dealers for any here. It's legal in Ohio now.
Oh yeah, you guys got the recreational too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did everybody say about Pete Rose dying? Anything?
No, not bad. You asked me that a couple weeks ago. It was like a blimp on the radar. It's like everybody's crazy about the election here, so
okay.
I tend to avoid
There's an election coming up in Ohio?
That was news to me. The only thing I know about the election is that people are just so ready, so trigger happy now. Like they're ready to get into a fight about the smallest thing. Like you can be sitting in traffic and look at the guy the wrong way, and he's ready to jump out and go into a fight. I'm like, guys, relax.
It's not worth
what's happening here?
Yeah, just relax, calm down, be nice to everybody, respect them. Everybody can have their own opinion, and whatever opinion they have, it's fine.
Yeah, personally, I'm voting for Ralph Nader, so I'm good with it.
Ralph Nader, wow. Is he on the ballot?
I think he's dead.
Is Ralph dead? I don't know.
I'm voting for the Greek.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. I vote for the Greek.
Of course. You want a bridge, 10,000. You don't want the bridge, 15,000. Everybody's happy.
I mean, that's how it worked in my old country. You know, it was all based on favors and how much you wanted to pay. It was really bad for the people who didn't have the money, but you know, stuff happens.
Yeah, it's like going into a restaurant. You want a table. You give the maitre d' $100. You're sitting down. Sorry, I mean that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
It's not a great rule, but it's a rule. And again, I didn't make these games. I just play them better. What do you want me to tell you?
That's what I'm saying. And my point with the politicians, whether it's Trump or Harris or whoever, don't care. If they're gonna skew the rules, right, manipulate the game, I'm okay with it so long as I get to do the same thing.
Well, that's not going to happen.
And I get to do it too.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. But again, it's just life. It is what it is. You enjoy your life. You got a nice family, kids. You have the American dream.
Oh, so I've been coaching flag football, right?
Oh, you teach them to shave points?
Hey, guaranteed next. We have playoffs guaranteed. The Riggs team -6.
All right, good. I'll take it. I like Syracuse tonight. I got the orange man.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. I'm going to pay Dominic's bet, whatever bet he puts in if they don't win.
And my bet too, because I put some money in.
And Franny's too. They're both, you know, they.
Somebody was like, "You should just put two dimes in because he said he's going to pay you back if they don't win." I was like, "Oh, good thinking."
Yeah, but you
can't
don't
do the tax slide.
Yeah, you don't take advantage. That's why I love you. Riggs, Syracuse tonight. If they lose, I'm not helping you, but I'm just giving you the game.
I mean, how about if I put $1,000 on it, Greek?
Yeah.
And +6, right?
Yes.
All right. I'll try it. I've never gambled in my life, but I'll try it.
Do it tonight, baby. Yeah. Come on. Take the plunge. I feel great about this. Especially with your money.
So, hey, Dom, if you win and Greek is guaranteeing it, are you giving him half of your winnings?
No, I don't think so.
He's like, that's not the way it works.
Not the way it works. I do have people I give games to who give me money, Riggs, but not Franny or Dominic.
I mean, so Dom is like the Luke school of thought. You remember when you sponsored Luke to go into that
poker tour tournament? Yeah, he did pretty good, Luke.
Like, I'll sponsor you. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would definitely sponsor Dom. He's a good guy. He's got a bright future. And I want to see money in this. But when people got money in their pocket, they work better, too.
I agree with that.
I love you, Riggs. All right, Riggs. Syracuse +6. Call us tomorrow.
Syracuse +6. Got you. Thanks, man.
All right, peace. Ooh, I wonder if Riggs is going to bet tonight. First time ever. Ooh.
I know. It's one of those things, like, I have a feeling you're going to be right. I'm not going to do the bet. At this point, I can't in my life, even if it's like $10, $15, but watch it win. But I'm also scared because it's such a guarantee with you, too. It worries me. And then everybody out there.
But you're not paying. I'm going to pay.
I know.
What's the difference?
It is what it is.
Take a shot.
I'll let Matt do it. He is.
You said he's hot.
He is, yeah. But I mean, when it used to be TikTok, and now it's Hard Rock app. I can't. Every time I look at him, he's on that damn thing, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Just now, we got a message from our groomers, not realizing it's been 11 weeks because they send you a message every 11 weeks, and we had the mobile groomer, and like, "Hey, we're showing up Saturday. Did it 11 week confirm?" And I was like, "Oh crap!" And I was like, "Hey, do you want to confirm this appointment?" And he was just like, "Yeah, I guess you." And he was like, "How much was it last time?" And I told him, he's like, "All right, I guess I got to go put in a parlay." I'm like, "Oh my god." God.
That's how it
It's
starts.
created a monster.
I guess I gotta go put it
I
up.
guess I gotta go. But, yep, create. I was like, oh, that legit just happened like 30 minutes ago. I was like, yes, it has created a monster out of him.
Oh my God, that's how it starts. I'll be
But
back.
he keeps on saying it's just house money. It's just house money. He says like he hasn't lost yet. He's
So that's
still
good.
playing with house money.
Oh,
so.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully for the dog's
That's
sake.
why I don't think I'm betting right now because I'm just like got a bad taste.
But again, you're
taking over his life.
You're not.
But we love you, Hard Rock app.
Yeah,
that's
100%. And clearly Matthew, my husband, does too.
He loves him, but he just had a big win a couple nights ago,
He did 50, and he won 547,
which is
something like
great.
that,
I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Again, gambling's like love. I said it for years. I told somebody that last night. When it's good, you love it. When you lose, it sucks. Who wants to lose? People say to me like,
and he does lose a lot, but he puts little bets because he goes like 16 game parlays and like, I'm like, what are you doing?
I love questions like that. People ask me all the time, are you happy when you lose? No. Who the hell is? I mean, come on. Now, if it's a big amount, yeah, it'll take me a little bit longer to get over it, obviously. But for the most part, I mean, nobody wants to lose. It could be $10. Who wants to lose $10? You don't want to lose $10. But yeah, if you're betting, have fun on the Hard Rock app. Our proud sponsors, and that's the only place you can bet legally in the state of Florida. It is the Penthouse on a great Thursday. You guys, I hope you're having a good day. Don't forget, you get in another keyword by Rover in a couple of minutes, our boy, and that's a chance to win $1,000. You win that $1,000, you can put on Syracuse tonight.
There you go.
There you go, and on the Hard Rock app.
You hear that, Riggs? Win the 1,000.
Riggs will bet. He's that kind of guy. I don't doubt it. And it's legal over there, so, we'll see what happens. And he probably would break me off a piece because he's a nice guy. Hear that, Riggs? Kidding. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
We'll be your friend. Follow us at Real Radio 92.1 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Real Radio wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. We're hooking you up with $1,000 up to 13 times every weekday. Bet on every game, make some crazy parlays, buy some new jerseys, pay off some of that debt. Once you win the money, we don't care what you do with it. It's yours. Listen for the keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Score $1,000 in Red Zone revenue. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio. Red Zone Revenue is sponsored by Steinger, Green, and Finer.
Insurance companies don't make it easy when you've been injured in a car accident. Steinger, Green, and Finer, we fight hard so you win. Call us now.
800-561-1111. 800-561-1111.
Offices West Palm in Miami.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Watch for an accident, North Lake Boulevard, west of Military Trail. A crash at Lantana Road at Old Congress Road. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by PureTalk.com. Stop overpaying for your cell phone plan. Pure Talk gives you unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month on America's most dependable 5G network. Switch today. Just dial pound 250 and say keyword switch now to save 50% off your first month with Pure Talk.
Hey, it's Franny. Fall is here, and it's a perfect time to bring some vibrant color to your yard with Moon Valley Nurseries. They make it so easy. Locally grown trees are arriving daily, and they'll design, deliver, and plant them for you. All you have to do is sit back and enjoy your beautiful new yard. Get your free design consultation today, and let Moon Valley Nurseries handle the rest. One call this fall could get you the yard of your dreams. And if you give them a call today, you'll get 50% off, plus free planting on select trees and shrubs. Visit moonvalleynurseries.com to learn more.
Sometimes where a crime took place leads you to answer why the crime happened in the first place. Hi, I'm Sloan Glass, host of the new true crime podcast, American Homicide. In this series, we'll examine some of the country's most infamous and mysterious murders and learn how the location of the crime becomes a character in the story. Listen to American Homicide on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search American Homicide and start listening.
Hey, it's the Greek for the Hard Rock app. Don't want to bet a ton of money? Try a parlay. The more bets you combine the parlay, the bigger your potential payout. Even if you only bet small, it turns into a big payday. Bets start as low as $1. If you're betting, you got to bet with the Hard Rock app. Download it today. It's football season, baby. Take advantage and have some fun. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 1-888-AMIT-IT.
This time of year, a lot of people are rolling back into town after spending their summer up north. But even if you're just here for the winter, you gotta look after your garage door like a local. Us full-timers know your garage door has been down here with the rest of us all summer, holding back the rainstorms and the dust bunnies and the blistering heat. You can't just waltz in, crack a beer, push a button, and just expect everything to work like a charm. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our annual service check will make sure your garage door is ready for winter. We check the rollers, clean the tracks, and lubricate the drive system. We'll even change the batteries in your remote. You blend right in with the rest of the locals, and we all go back to making fun of the tourists. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage, and we'll come over and make it right. Hey, you gotta be from somewhere.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
When the going gets tough, the tough get StormSmart. Since 1996, StormSmart has simplified the process of protecting your home while increasing its living space and beauty. Because smart is easy. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
So this new dose is... nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors. Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Spooky hits, commercial free. That's Halloween radio on the free iHeart app. This spooky station is filled with non-stop Halloween hits. Open the free iHeart app, search Halloween radio, and listen now.
iHeart Radio.
Free never sounded so good.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Temperatures will remain in the lower 80s this afternoon under a mix of sun and clouds, then partly cloudy tonight with temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s by Friday morning. An onshore breeze will continue for Friday, keeping a shower chance around as temperatures remain in the low 80s for the weekend.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Storm cleanup is underway. Count on Grainger to help your business recover. You'll find supplies and solutions for every industry when you stop by Grainger's West Palm Beach branch at 1800 North Florida Mango Road. Call 1-800-GRAINGER or click Grainger.com to get the products and equipment you need now.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeart radio station.
Listen on your free iHeart Radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some red zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword GRAND at realradio921.com. That's GRAND. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Thursday. Hope you guys are having a good day. And a new keyword from Rover. So try to get it and win and get $1,000. Dominic's in the house.
Hello.
And of course, Francis is here.
What's up?
And it is time for some fun facts.
It's Freddy's Fun Facts. Alrighty, you know I like to base them around the holiday. October 24th is today, all day. It is 40-hour work week. Boo. Black Thursday is what they call this today. We also have here on your national holiday list, National Bologna Day.
You like bologna?
Nope.
More for me. I don't like bologna.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it.
I used to like it as a kid. I can't tell you the last time I had it.
Yeah, it's not my first choice.
Yeah, fried bologna sandwich. National Good and Plenty Day. I don't like Good and Plenty's either. Those taste like licorice, right?
That's something I didn't like in Halloween.
The Good and Plenty's?
When I used to get them.
Yeah.
I would always give them away.
Yep. It's United Nations Day. What else is it? Yeah. Oh, National Crazy Day. So be crazy. And it is just plain old food day. So I pulled some interesting about all kinds of different foods, some interesting fun facts here. This one I know, G-Man, I'm sure you know because I know you eat a lot of it. Honey. Honey is one thing that never spoils.
Yeah.
Archaeologists actually found honey jars in ancient Egyptian tombs that were over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible after 3,000 years.
Yum.
They say its natural composition makes it resistant to bacteria and mold. That's why. For a food day, today is one of my favorite things ever, food, National Food Day. The world's most expensive pizza costs $12,000.
Mangala! Have caviar.
They call it Louis VIII pizza, created by Chef Renato Viola in Italy. Costs, they say, $12,000 because it's topped with rare ingredients like 3 types of caviar, lobster, and 24-karat gold flakes.
Figured it.
I'm good on that.
I would try it. I mean, I'm never going to buy it. But if somebody offered me a piece, I would try it. I like caviar. I like lobster. I don't know what gold tastes like. Probably nothing.
But I'll try it.
But I'd try it.
Who wouldn't try it? The caviar.
Dom won't try it.
You don't want any?
That.
You don't want any? All right. Dom doesn't want more for us.
If you are looking for something to sweeten up your meat and tenderize it, pineapple is a natural meat tenderizer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
I remember that tonight in the kitchen.
Pineapple contains an enzyme.
In the bedroom, you mean?
Said the kitchen. But you can bang somebody in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Or the kitchen.
This enzyme actually breaks down proteins. This is why pineapple is often used in marinades for meats to make them tender. Who knew? We have here coconut water actually used to be used as plasma during World War II, which is weird. When IV saline solutions were scarce, doctors in the Pacific used coconut water as a substitute for plasma in emergency transfusions because it's sterile and has similar properties. Huh. Do you want to guess? Guessing game here. What's the most stolen food in the world?
Crab legs?
Steak?
All right, James Winston. No.
Lobster?
No.
Hamburger?
All right,
Chocolate?
No. Cheese. Cheese is the most stolen food in the world. An estimated 4% of the world's cheese supply is stolen each year.
Really?
4% of the cheese supply.
Who's stealing
making
cheese?
it the most
Wasn't
stolen
that a book?
food
Who
item.
moved my cheese? That's probably why. That's where it came from. Somebody stole the cheese.
They say some stores have started tagging high-end cheeses to prevent theft.
Some
Very
cheeses can be
expensive.
very expensive.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like a ton of money. Like you go to like those high-end, gourmet places.
I love cheese. If you ever go to the Green Market in West Palm, which you probably won't, there is a person there that sells all kinds of beautiful cheeses that you don't find in the grocery store.
I'm trying to go. I just got to get here super, super early for parking.
And if you want to hallucinate, well, nutmeg is your friend. In large quantities, nutmeg contains a compound called, I'm going to mess this up, myristicin, whatever, but it can cause hallucinations.
Don't tell our listeners that.
They say, but you have to eat, they said you have to eat a lot of it, which is not, to me, it doesn't sound up to 2 tablespoons to feel the effects.
It's not a lot.
Doesn't sound like
nutmeg.
that much.
No.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't
But
sound
if you do, like, remember the cinnamon challenge? I'm sure it doesn't. Like that, it's almost impossible to take down as a tablespoon of cinnamon because it's powder. It's dry, so it's probably not as easy. But maybe if you put it in liquid, I'm trying to tell you guys how to do it.
Just say, don't help them.
Whatever.
We'll get emails tomorrow.
It worked.
Oh, that'll work for a year.
Ketchup was, hold on. The world's oldest soup, 2,400 years old. They discovered a pot of soup in a tomb in China. So this person was like, when I die, bury me with this soup. Yeah, they said it was 2,400 years old, and that was but they said the oxidation of it turned green due to oxidation, but other than that, it remained largely intact, which is very, very weird. And then just a couple more here. We have potatoes were the first food grown in space, 1995. It was NASA and the University of Wisconsin developed a technique to grow potatoes in space, making them the first food to be grown outside of Earth. And then finally here on your National Food Day, peppers. Hey, maybe we should do this because you're always cold in here. Peppers can trick your body into feeling heat.
So you eat them or you put them in your pocket?
Yeah, hot peppers. There's this something in it that binds to pain receptors in your mouth, tricking your body into thinking it's being burned. So I don't want to do that to you. But they do say that spicy food could cause you sweating, increase heart rate, which then overall makes your body feel hot. And there you go for your Food Day fun facts.
All right, we're going to try this out because next break I have a sandwich from Joseph's and it has peppers on it.
But are they hot peppers or are they sweet peppers?
I'm not sure. But if I put them in a microwave, maybe it'll be hot?
Not that kind of hot. Talking spicy.
Doesn't work like that.
It doesn't.
Right, we tried. What do we got, Dobster?
We got Matt on the phone.
Matt, what's happening, Matt?
Hey, good afternoon.
How are you?
The stolen cheese. Remember that? What's the joke about? Hey, that's nacho cheese. That's nacho cheese. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, the commercial?
Like nachos.
Yeah. That's cool.
My parents went to a Halloween party one year.
Wow.
My mom, she went as a pregnant nun.
Wow.
I've seen that before, but my dad was an offensive lineman. He was a ball player.
Okay.
6'4", 375.
Wow.
Huge beard, and he went as a ballerina.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's cute.
Absolutely hilarious.
Did they win a prize?
Oh, yeah, he won everything. They were joking. Franny, what's it called? A tutu?
Yeah, a tutu.
They were saying his tutu was more like a 6'6" or an 8'8", you know?
Yeah, that's a big dude, your dad. Yeah,
he sounds like a good sport.
Yeah, he's a huge guy. Last year, the wife left Halloween. She went out with her girlfriends and left me to, hand out the candy.
Uh-huh.
I noticed an interesting trend.
Okay.
All of the kids in our neighborhood showed up on golf carts trick-or-treating.
Well, you must have a very nice area.
It is a trend, though. I know, especially out in the farms, Jupiter Farms, because the houses are so far apart from each other because they're all on a few acres that they do, and they're nice houses, but they take their golf carts.
Oh, it's not bad. Sounds like fun.
We're at Lake Placid. I mean, it's a nice neighborhood. It's not like overblown or anything, but there is, a little bit of distance between the houses, and they just roll around on golf carts. I'm like, man, I wish we had that when I was a kid.
Me too.
Real damage.
Yeah, that's something I've never done. Go trick-or-treating on a golf cart. See, there's always things you can inspire to do.
Anyhow, that's all I got.
Thank you, bro. Thanks for listening. Always appreciate it. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call.
We got a couple of text messages, and just a heads up, today's prize is going to be given away at 12:45. So make sure you are tuned in because we give you a cue to call. You can't try to get in before everybody else. We will tell you when to call us, and we are playing Who's Most Likely To, and our prize today is 4 pair tickets to our tastings event. This is food, wine, craft beer, live music. It's such a great time. Just in a few weeks, Saturday, November 16th at the Tanger Outlets right here in West Palm. This is the ultimate, speaking of National Food Day, foodie event. Unlimited. And when I say unlimited food, wine, craft beer, spirits, samples from some of the area's finest restaurants, breweries. If you want to get your tickets now because you're like, you know what, I don't want to risk it trying to win them from you, you can. That's pbtastings.com. We also have a limited amount of VIP tickets. Those will get you an hour earlier than everybody else to have all that unlimited sampling of the goodness. So that's pbtastings.com, and we're going to be giving away a pair of tickets today at 12:45. So our text messages that are coming in, this is speaking of golf carts. Says, hey, Franny, please ask Reek if he has a picture of my golf cart yet.
I don't. I've talked to H&H. They're waiting to send it to me. They're figuring out which one we're going to get. But it will be there for the grand prize. I can guarantee it. We did it last year, and we had a beautiful golf cart.
All right. We have last Halloween, 2 very cute older teenage girls stopped for candy wearing hoodies. They yelled, flash and treat. Then they unzipped their hoodie, and underneath was a flesh tone T-shirt with pictures of naked boobs on them. So it wasn't actually theirs. Obviously, a career as an exotic dancer in the near future was in their future.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh. We have here, why would anyone get off to watching someone using the toilet? I don't get it. They sing bring back the lobotomy for punishment with people putting hidden cameras. Yeah.
It's terrible.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Hey, Franny. Oh, I already did that one. It says, Penthouse, you shouldn't be surprised that girl fell in love with the DJ. Usher told you. The DJ got us falling in love. You're right. The DJ got us falling in love again.
Yeah.
You're right.
Usher said it. But I wondered, like, that night, did she go home with the DJ? Like, what ended up happening? Over the years.
And the fact that she was married. I mean, divorced her husband.
Slip him her number, real quick.
I mean, I've heard so many crazy stories about, like, people meeting and who are, involved. And, like, being married, like, you go to a wedding, like, you know what I mean? Like, say you're at the table and you're like, oh, hon, what'd you do? Oh, I was just talking to him about a song I want to hear. Would you ever think, like...
And that's what I'm guessing, right? Maybe she went to request a song and then they just started, like, talking, sparking conversation, and it clicked, and then numbers were exchanged, and there you go. That's the end of it.
Wow.
Of a marriage, at least.
That's bad.
And then the guy ends up having child pornography.
Little karma.
Little karma on her
Maybe he
end.
did it at that wedding, too.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah. I mean, but that's pretty crazy when something like that happens. Like,
now, if I ever see a pen on the floor on a toilet, I'm picking it up or kicking it. I mean, I will take a piece of toilet paper and grab that sucker and just...
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to kick it underneath another toilet. It's going in the garbage.
All right, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Dom, pay attention.
Watch out for pens.
I was going to bring this up, but you brought it up. Otani's ball was sold. $4.39 million.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, they were. It is a big cha-ching. They were thinking maybe 10 because it went really high at 2, but it's the highest memorabilia baseball ever sold in the history. I think McGuire had one for like $3 million, but this was $4.39 million. That's a lot of money. And that happened right here at Marlins Stadium. The only highlight of the whole season was the Dodger hitting a home run at Marlins Stadium, and Franny going to see the banana hammocks. Besides
the
that,
Savannah Bananas?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Besides that, nothing else happened. And what did you have about Vanderbilt?
They're penning up nets
I saw
for
that.
Texas game coming up so that people don't rush the field.
Yeah.
Wow, so they're really thinking they're going to beat Texas,
Well,
I guess.
no, I thought they were trolling them. That was a way because of them throwing the bottles. So that's what I read, is that it was kind of a flex on them trolling Texas.
Okay.
So ahead of the game, because they're playing at Vandy, that they put nets so they can't throw stuff on the field.
Oh.
Maybe that too.
That's what I read, and they said it was more like that they were doing it to troll them.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, which to me I think is hilarious.
It is. It's pretty hilarious.
Because they only put it on the visiting side. It's not on home team side. It's on the visiting
they're
side.
Definitely doing that.
Oh, 100% they're trolling them.
Oh, wow.
I saw that yesterday on social media. I'm like, good job, Vanderbilt.
Ooh, well, now, will that affect the game? Will the Horns get pissed and maybe blow them out? That might be a game on Grease Gridiron tomorrow. Look at Horns. Oh, they got Stones doing that.
Yeah.
I would not want to kick the bear. And like, if I had anything to do with Vanderbilt, the coaching staff, the athletic department, I'd be like, let's not kick the bear. Texas is coming off a loss.
They are, but man, it's good fun.
And Vandy's having probably one of the best seasons they've had in years. 2 huge wins. I mean, Kentucky, a big win, but not huge. But they were a big underdog. Alabama.
Yeah.
I mean, that was huge for them. Now, could you imagine if
they're starting the construction? They're already okay. The Vanderbilt here in West Palm Beach.
Oh yeah.
Yep, downtown.
Wow, imagine if they beat Texas. That'd be crazy. Yeah. Dom, who do we have?
We have Evan on the phone.
Evan, what's happening, buddy?
Hey, everyone.
Hey, Evan.
Greg.
Yes, sir.
Did you say that Tom Brady's selling $6 million worth of his watches?
Yeah, somebody was telling me that last night.
So why didn't you give Franny your credit card number so she could buy you a Christmas present?
Oh, that would be nice. You want one of his watches?
Nah.
Oh, you sure?
Nah.
All right.
I'd rather bet it on the game than buy. I got enough watches.
Well, they said the watches he's selling are between $400,000 and $800,000 each.
I believe it. When he's on Sunday, I see the watches he wears. It's crazy. I'm sure he's got a fantastic watch collection.
Yeah, and they all have his name on them.
Well, I mean, you can look at it that it could be like an investment and a memorabilia that it's his. I mean, and, I'm sure down the road it's going to be worth some money. And I'm sure his name's on everything, Tom Brady, which is cool. But,
sure.
I mean, Stallone was just doing that, too, about a couple months ago. He was selling all his Rolexes. That was supposedly a big, big collection.
Did you say hit? That was a big collection? I didn't hear that last word.
Yeah, Stallone had like a big collection of Rolexes, and he was selling them all.
Big. Yeah, does he live in Jupiter?
I think he lives down here. I don't know
I
where.
thought he was a Palm Beach guy, but I'm not. I thought he was, but I could be incorrect, Evan.
Yeah, supposedly he moved here within the last couple of years.
I do know I got to meet his brother because he was at the Maryland Italian festival I worked last month.
Yeah.
And he's actually going to be at this Italian festival. He sings.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to be performing at the Italian festival next weekend.
Yeah, he did the theme song for Rocky.
Frank, right?
Yep.
Frank Stallone.
Yeah, Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, he did a theme song for another movie as well. I think it was like the one where the girl was the maniac. The girl was doing the workout at a
Flashdance?
What was the name of that movie? Yeah, I think he did that movie. I think
really?
He did that song.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, good old Frank. He's like about half the size of Sylvester.
He looks like a mini version of him. They look very similar in the face.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I've seen him 25, 30 years ago. I saw him, and he does. He looks like a mini me.
Mm-hmm.
He does a lot of videos with Stallone. I see Stallone like videos on Instagram and stuff, and he's in a couple.
Now, did you watch the interview on, I think it was ABC or CBS with Bruce Springsteen last weekend?
I heard about it. I didn't see it.
It was, if you get a chance to watch it, it was pretty interesting. I mean, he really gets into insight on his life and what's going on. And I heard somebody said he's retiring, but he did not say that at all.
That's what Greek said, and I told him the same thing, that he said he's not. When he's dead is when he's going to stop.
Yeah, the only thing I read was that he said once he retires and stops touring, you're never going to hear from him again. That's what I heard.
And what I heard is that he's never going to stop.
Yeah, I think his wife is sick, right?
Yeah, she's got pancreatic cancer, or she's got some kind of blood cancer. Yeah, but he talked a lot about that. He really got really in detail with his life and let go with a lot of stuff, and it was pretty interesting.
Bruce is cool. Man, I always liked him. Jersey guy. I mean, did a lot for, obviously, New Jersey, and he's a fantastic artist. No doubt about it.
He has not written a new song in 2 years. He has not written any new music, and he just continues to do, which to me is interesting because you think as a musician, you're constantly, right? Your mind is going and constantly writing.
Wasn't that the same thing with Billy Joel? Billy Joel didn't write a new song.
And then he had that song that came out this year.
Yeah, and he did the same thing. So, I don't know. Maybe they just get out of it, or their mind goes dry, and, I don't know.
Here's a story about Bruce. He said that back in 1984, when he did that, this Born in USA album, he was in, he did a concert in, I think it was Missouri, somewhere in St. Louis probably, and he said that after he went, he went to a movie, just to go to a movie, just to get away from everybody, and this kid, young guy came over, he goes, hey, and he goes, can I sit down with you? And he sat there and talked, and he goes, hey, listen, you want to come home and have dinner with me and meet my family? And Bruce goes, okay. And this is Bruce Springsteen. He went, met the family, and the mom had spaghetti, had dinner and all that stuff. And he's been going and visiting this family for the last 30 years.
Wow.
That's cool.
That is unbelievable.
Really cool. Yep. And it was just a kid. He's like, back then he was like 18, 19 years old, and that's how Bruce was. He was just a regular guy. And he goes, I'm friends with him, for 30 years now.
Yeah, there was a story about him watching the Giants down in Asbury Park at some sports bar, and he would just go in on Sundays, with a baseball cap and watch the games, and some people recognized and some people didn't. He always seemed to be pretty much down to earth.
Yeah, that's really cool. All right, I'll be listening to The Zone.
You got it. The Greek Zone will be on today. We'll be talking the NFL, and obviously we'll be talking some college and the World Series, which is tomorrow night.
Evan bet Syracuse.
Evan bets. Sorry, I don't think Evan bets. It reminds me, I got to find out about my Nikki Glacier tickets. I forgot about that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, Greek.
Yes, sir.
Greek. Defo, what is his? You say he's got another show that at night?
No, he does some different things during the day. He does a podcast. He does a cooking show.
Okay.
Defoe's a great guy. He really is, and like I've talked about it.
He's a lot of fun.
Yeah, cool guy.
All right. I like to hear his cooking show because the way but some of that's he'd be cussing every other word.
Yeah, he's funny. Good guy. I worked with him for 7 years in Miami. Just really fun.
Yeah. All right. Talk to you later.
All right, brother. Thank you. 877-927-6969.
We got a couple texts. 47142 says Frank Stallone saying "Far From Over" and "Staying Alive."
Okay.
And then we have Franny. Ask Greek if he ever saw the Billy Martin and Mickey Mantle interview where they talked about shooting the mule and Billy Martin shot the 2 cows.
Yes.
I don't know what this is about, but okay.
Yeah, that's an old story. It's funny, hilarious. I don't know if that story was true or not, but I guess it was. I suppose they went out to some ranch or something like that for hunting, and I guess Billy Martin shot this guy's mules, something like that.
You really didn't like mules aren't game, really. You wouldn't think.
I think the guy had 2 donkeys.
And cows. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A mule and cows. Like, that's not really game. That's not really something that you go after to shoot.
Yeah, I don't know the whole story.
Much of a, like, yes, I got a cow.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand. Yes, we eat them. But hunting one, it doesn't seem very exciting to me.
They used to always go hunting together. Billy Martin and Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle talked about it a lot of times, especially, obviously, off-season. They would go hunting. And, there was something like that where he shot 2 donkeys or something like that outside the house or something. Crazy. But they were crazy guys. There's no doubt about it. They definitely were. Like to have a good time, like to party, and enjoy life. God bless them. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. Don't forget at 12:45, your chance to win tickets to our Tastings event, which is coming up on 11/16. You're going to have a great time. Enjoy great food, craft beer, some wine, and you'll leave there with a tummy full. And probably some new places you're going to want to check out. So tasting event is coming up on 11/16. About at 12:45, we'll give you a chance to win tickets to it. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Foreigner in a strange land. That makes sense. Stranger in a strange land. That's the saying.
The follow-up is foreigner in a strange land. It's like they're very similar things.
You sound like we don't like foreigners in our strange land.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Pretty easy drive right now through Palm Beach County. That earlier crash on the 95 northbound off-ramp to Blue Heron has been cleared up. No major delays on I-95 or the Turnpike. That's a look at traffic. I'm Dennis Taylor.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 in my garage after I overpaid for new blinds. I researched the industry, hired my mom, and 14 years later, we're one of the largest retailers of custom blinds in the U.S. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
With Cybersecurity Awareness Month winding down, LifeLock wants to remind you to update your software. These updates are used to patch up security issues that identity thieves can exploit to gain access to your personal info. But for comprehensive identity theft protection, there's LifeLock. LifeLock alerts you to more uses of your personal info and fixes identity theft issues that arise. Start your 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use my name as your promo code, Clay.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach. And this weekend is Halloween weekend at Monroe's. And the 24th through the 26th, you got a real treat. Justice will be on stage for 3 nights of shows you do not want to miss. It's Monroe's at Palm Beach this weekend, Halloween weekend, with a 5-star menu and beautiful girls every single night. And remember, you can always watch sports at Monroe. But this weekend, I don't think you're going to watch sports. You're going to want to watch Justice Holiday Weekend at Monroe's. Peace.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire the largest injury firm in the world for your injury case? Let me count the ways. Your case will be handled by your lawyer, a paralegal, and a case manager who's always in the office for you when your lawyer's in court. There's also a 24-hour hotline if you ever have a question or a problem. We've collected over $20 billion and won a lot. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's Greek. Tell you about my new favorite spot, Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Treats. Pollard is an upscale, sophisticated coffee shop specializing in a wide range of coffee, beverages, and teas. Located in Deerfield Beach, proud sponsor 2024 Greek's Gridiron. Pollard Coffee, the way I start every day. Peace.
When a hurricane hits, it's best to be prepared. Since 1996, StormSmart has installed over 100,000 protection and lifestyle products in Florida homes. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Your business needs a network it can count on.
Power's out.
Comcast Business has you covered with Wi-Fi backup to help keep your business up and running, even when your power goes out.
Everybody in the warehouse good?
Lights are out, but the Wi-Fi's up. Let's power on.
It's from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
Break room, you good?
Can't microwave my burrito, but Wi-Fi's fine. Let's power on.
Power on with the leader in connectivity, Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Learn how to get Comcast Business Internet and Security Edge plus Wi-Fi backup for $59 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement when you add Comcast Business Unlimited Mobile. And ask how to get up to a $600 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Don't wait. Call or go online today. Ends 11/17/24. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 300 megabit per second internet, Security Edge, and Wi-Fi backup. Eco bill and auto pay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change.
Hey, South Florida, it's Franny. And at GiveMeTheVin.com, they know all used cars aren't the same, and they pay more for the clean ones. If your car's nicer than everyone else's, they'll pay you more. Got a regular car? They'll pay you top of normal. Even if it's a bit rough, they'll still pay you top dollar for crappy. If they can't be your CarMax offer, they'll pay you $100. They'll even show up your house with a check in hand. Get started today at GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
So this new dose is, nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors.
Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors.
Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Outsmart cyber criminals this October with Norton 360. For Cybersecurity Awareness Month, Norton 360 offers a software updater feature to reduce vulnerabilities. Get comprehensive protection and up to 58% off your first year at norton.com/secure.
Real Radio weather.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Temperatures will remain in the lower 80s this afternoon under a mix of sun and clouds, then partly cloudy tonight with temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s by Friday morning. An onshore breeze will continue for Friday, keeping a shower chance around as temperatures remain in the low 80s for the weekend.
This report is sponsored by PureTalk.com. Stop overpaying for your cell phone plan. Pure Talk gives you unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month on America's most dependable 5G network. Switch today. Just dial pound 250 and say keyword switch now to save 50% off your first month with Pure Talk.
A wicked good time is waiting for you now inside the free iHeart app, and it starts with commercial-free Halloween radio. It's the ultimate Halloween soundtrack for the season with spooky hits,
The Monster Man.
fun throwbacks, and all the essential Halloween anthems. Open the free iHeart app. Search Halloween Radio and listen now.
iHeartRadio.
Free never sounded so good.
The Greek Trifecta is sponsored by the Crazy Horse Saloon.
News Junkie is sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Thursday. Thanks for always tuning in. You're going to have an opportunity in a couple minutes to win tickets to our Tastings event on 11/16. Dominic's in the house.
Hello.
Francis is here.
What's going on?
And another funky rejoiner. Yeah, stepping it up a little over there on the other side of the glass. What? Time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, the Miami Heat had a big game last night, opening night, and they named the court after Pat Riley. Unfortunately for the Heat, they got beat pretty bad in the second half by Orlando. It always seems like that happens. They have like a special night of anything, and all of a sudden the team goes out and loses. It was close at halftime, but the second half, Magic blew them out. But now the Miami Heat will be called the Pat Riley Court. A lot of the ex-players were there over the championship years. Alonzo Mourning was there, but he's always there because he works for the Heat. Haslam was there, and Dwayne Wade. So it was pretty cool to see that. Pat Riley, 30 years of service. Tariq Hill says the Dolphins are back. Tua's back. He's my man. He said he's very excited for Tua this Sunday as they take on Arizona. Miami is laying 3.5. We'll talk about that game in the Greek zone. But Tariq Hill is happy, which is a good thing. Because the last couple of weeks, he has not even seen the ball, which is crazy. Tonight on Thursday Night Football, it is the Rams against the Vikings. Rams are home, getting some points. Home dogs on Thursday nights have not been good. Vikings come off a tough loss against Minnesota. And this weekend, the Canes play Florida State, 7:30 Sunday night. And then they're going to have to hit the switch and make it all Dolphins for Sunday. So that field's going to be 2 days. It's going to be played on twice. Might be a little beat up for the Dolphin game, but we'll see. But the Dolphins are home. It is the Greek, Francis, and Dominic. And Greek's Trifecta is always sponsored by Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach. Peace. So Kelsey went to the Taylor Swift. Yeah, Jason went to the Taylor Swift concert and fell asleep. And it went viral. Now he's saying he didn't fall asleep, which is so funny. And like Franny said, I'm sure a lot of dads fell asleep.
Travis called him out on the podcast.
Yeah, that's what I heard. And he said you fell asleep and everything like that, which I think is so funny that he did that. But yeah, interesting situation there. And I think he might have just probably watched it. Have you ever fallen asleep at a really loud thing that you're just so tired?
Yep, that's called some of those rides at Disney when you need a nap midway through the day. That would be it for me.
What? You've napped during a ride?
Yeah, you know some of those rides at Disney, like landscape, like at Epcot, they have like you sit in the seat. And you just sit
Okay,
there.
all right. You're not like talking like a roller coaster.
No,
Jesus,
no.
you can sleep through anything.
Roller coaster.
Like it's a small world or something.
Yeah.
Incredible Hulk. I just fell asleep. Oh my God. Have you ever fell asleep in a place where it was really loud?
I don't want to say really loud, but I was so upset that I missed a lot of this show because I heard it's great. And we had just flown into Vegas, checked into the hotel, and then left right away to catch our show. We went to go watch O, which is a Cirque du Soleil, and it was all like in water. And I remember the first 10 minutes, and then I fell asleep. But I just remember it being so peaceful and beautiful. It was almost like a lullaby. It gently put me to sleep.
I can see that.
I did.
It's very dark.
And those are an expensive ticket. So I really, when I woke up and the show was over, I was like, gosh darn it. So I was upset about that. But I was not the only one. At one point I looked over, and because it was my family, my aunts and uncles and my mom and sisters, I wasn't the only one sleeping. We all did. Yeah, we were, most of us were out. Yeah.
I fell asleep one time on a speaker at a nightclub in Miami. Right on top of a speaker. I was sitting there talking to some girl, and I don't think I slept for like 2 days, and I just like dozed off.
Jeez.
I just like, boom. And I just fell asleep. I woke up eventually, obviously. But
You did?
Yeah, but it was pretty embarrassing. She's like, "Oh, you fell asleep." She goes, "I figured you were really tired. I didn't want to bother you." I said, "Okay, cool." She let me fall asleep.
Yeah, he claims he didn't fall asleep. And of course, he probably doesn't want Taylor to think he fell asleep at his concert.
Yeah, your concert sucked. I wonder how much he paid for tickets. And then I fell asleep years ago in a freezer. And I'm lucky there at a pretzel factory in New Jersey. I was so tired working, and I was in the freezer, and I just like put myself on top of like this big pallet with there was all pretzels and tan ice, and I went on top and I just conked out. I'm lucky in that one too, because that could have been lights out. Nobody opened the door for like the next day. Oh my God. But yeah, those are two places that I can remember falling asleep. Have you ever fallen asleep in a meeting? That's not good.
No.
Meeting's worse than a classroom. In a classroom, you're going to get that. But in a meeting, wow, that is bad. I know a couple people fell asleep in meetings, and it wasn't a good situation for them.
So somebody I have a couple people with updates on this Mickey Mantle mule cow story.
Okay. Can I just say, some of our meetings, I may have come close to falling asleep in.
Yeah.
Those quarterly meetings we have.
Oh, but it's a little, you can like probably go in the back and nobody will notice. Somebody Greek. Mickey Mantle was asked by his rancher that he had a pet mule that was sick, but he didn't have the heart to shoot him.
Okay.
So he asked Mickey if he would shoot him. When Mickey shot the mule, Billy asked, why did he kill the mule? Mickey jokingly said, we came here to hunt, and the rancher said he wanted them to leave, and they could not hunt. What? Wanted them to leave. So Billy said, I'll get back at him. So he took out his gun and shot 2 of his cows. After that, they definitely were no longer allowed to go hunting on that ranch.
Okay.
That makes sense? There you go. That's what we have on here.
Again, I didn't remember a story, but I do remember, like people talking about it, Mickey Mantle talking about it. Yeah. So Kelsey falls asleep at the concert, and then his brother calls him out on it, which I think is funny.
And of course, then Kelsey goes to, no, I didn't fall asleep, to then like totally kissing Taylor Swift's ass. How could I fall asleep? That concert's the most electric concert ever. Nobody can ever fall asleep. It looks like you're sleeping, dude. Everybody's standing up and you're chilling back in your chair, eyes closed.
Did you hear his defense for how he wasn't sleeping?
What did he say?
He said if you look at the photo, his right hand is actually up, that he's tapping his hand.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, he should kiss her ass.
I'll have to look.
Because before her, they would have did a podcast and nobody really would have known them.
Oh, yeah.
And now, all of a sudden, they're great.
Hey, the NFL loves her, too, now.
Oh, yeah, they do. Again, she was in the promo 3 times for the NFL. A lot of people don't like her, but a lot of people do. And she definitely knows how to move the needle, so there's no doubt about it. Before you know it, it will be the holidays, and a lot of people say the holidays kick in right after Halloween as far as seeing Christmas stuff. But retailers are saying this year there's going to be a lot of sales.
His hand's not up, by the way. I'm looking. I don't see a hand up. I see it in his lap. Continue on.
He says it's hovering. That's not actually on his leg.
Oh, okay.
Hovering.
Got it. Okay.
I'm betting he fell asleep. I really do. And I can see it. He was there with his kids, probably hanging out.
And he's like, I've already done this.
Yeah.
Seen her before overseas.
Yeah. He's probably jet lagged, flying all over the place. They don't live down here, so maybe, I don't know. Who the hell knows? Right, it is embarrassing.
So sorry. Go ahead about shopping.
No, they just said you expect more sales this year earlier than usual because they're really trying to push people to spend money and for the holiday season.
Yeah, there is a town in New Jersey that already has all of their Christmas decorations up.
Where?
I mean, we are October 24th. What is going on? So, yeah, according to this local news site that I saw, local to Jersey, the claim is, and they busted out pictures that it's not even Halloween, and one city is decorated completely. It's streets and everything for Christmas. Monroe Township in New Jersey. Does that ring a bell?
No. Not really.
So Monroe Township, New Jersey, has decked Main Street out with holiday cheer. There's still 62 days before Christmas.
Tom, what's on your list?
Yep. And they say, well, it kind of makes sense for the town considering the city had their Halloween parade October 19th. So they like to do everything a little early, but that's not as early as this. And they say, plus dressing a Santa Claus could technically pass as a costume.
That's true.
Right? I guess. But already 62 days and that town is decked out for Christmas.
I don't remember too many kids as Santa Claus, but I do remember, a few here and there of Santa Claus.
I don't remember anybody dressing like Santa Claus for Christmas.
Yeah, I do remember a couple.
Yeah.
And when I was, where was it, last week or the week before, I stopped by Costco and they had Christmas stuff.
Oh, they've had it for a while.
Yeah. And the one guy was like, yeah, we put it out. He goes, people buy it. I mean, if it's out, they will buy it. I mean, so for them as a retailer, you want to make the register ring, you don't care. You're like, you know what, we'll put it out there and somebody is going to buy it.
And another weird thing that's going on for the holidays, there is a police department, it's a Sherwood Police Department in Oregon. They are offering a new Halloween event called Hide and Seek with a Cop. So
Hide and Seek with a Cop?
Yeah, so get this. This is where armed, uniformed officers will try to tag a participant as they run through a wooded park at nights. So they explain the event is meant to be fun, community building activity, similar to their previous events like Coffee with the Force, which is Star Wars themed, and bowling nights. The idea sparked mixed reactions on social media, some praising the creativity, others expressing concerns about safety, joking that the event sounds life-endangering. So they emphasize that the police department is simply trying to create a fun, interactive experience. The event is a modified version of tag, so with the participants running through the park, trying to avoid being tagged by an officer. Well, that's what I'm saying. Why are they armed? They say those who succeed will receive a prize, and participants must sign a liability waiver before joining the game, which will take place after sunset. It's open to ages 12 and older, so you can play if you're 12.
Wow.
Yeah, so critics have questioned the safety of officers, too, because being armed during the event, but they reassured the officers' guns would remain in their holsters, just as they would during any other interaction. He added that the purpose of the event is to help community members overcome their fear of interacting with officers in uniform. I was like, yeah, but you're chasing. They're chasing after you.
I think sometimes if a cop's chasing you, you did something wrong.
Can you imagine?
You have like the wrong costume. Imagine a kid had the wrong costume on, and he had maybe a fake gun.
I don't. Well, I'm guessing they'll probably have their participants together first before they play hide and seek, because you got to sign a waiver, sign up. Mm-hmm. But I hope they close down whatever park this is, because imagine you're just hanging out trying to have a nice picnic or whatever romantic, and you see cops chasing people. You're like, what's happening?
Let me get out of here.
Yeah, you think there's a murderer on the loose?
I don't think that they should have their guns.
It's very weird, but yes, hide and seek game with armed police at a park at night is what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it makes no sense. Why do they have to have their guns?
Oregon is a little wackadoo, man. They really are. Wasn't it Oregon that was like, hey, drugs for everybody? I'm just kidding. Where they did that. I know they flipped it. They went back to where, what was it? I can't remember the law, but it was like...
You could buy mushrooms, everything.
I don't think it was you could buy. I just don't think that it was a felony or something.
Decriminalized.
Thank you. Decriminalized. Thank you. I couldn't not think of that word. And it was like heroin and cocaine and everything. But they decided that wasn't a good idea.
I don't think so. I don't think this is a good thought process either. I mean, I could see the waiver in case you get hurt. Like, you hurt your knee, maybe you fall, your shoulder. You can't sue us.
You get tackled by the cop.
Yeah. But I can't see, like, the cops having their guns. That makes no sense.
And the thing is, it has to sound so wacky and, like, why? But I bet you there's a bunch of people who's going to sign up for this.
Oh, I'm sure.
I bet you there is.
Oh, yeah, but just because they want to stick their chest out and say, they couldn't catch me. You know what I mean? I ran a cop.
All right, you guys, it's that time. It's 12:45. Let's do this giveaway. We're opening up the floodgates. The phone line's 877-927-6969. That's 877-927-6969. And we are giving away a pair of tickets to our tastings event November 16th, right here in West Palm Beach, down the road from us at the Tanger Outlets. It's a great time if you've not ever been. This is the ultimate foodie event. Unlimited food, wine, craft beer, spirits. And if you want to go, and you get to see some of your favorite and not so favorite iHeartRadio personalities too. We'll all be there. So this is happening November 16th. We got a pair of tickets for you to get there. If you do not win, or you cannot call in, or you just don't want to take your chances trying to win, go to pvtastings.com right now. Purchase your tickets. The earlier you purchase, the cheaper they're going to be throughout the time, and especially at the gate. They are going to be more expensive than if you get them online, and we do have a limited amount of VIP tickets available too.
Yeah, it's a great event. You'll have a good time.
Yep.
Craft beers, wine, great foods, and you'll probably come away with being a fan of some new places.
Yep.
So check it out.
And we're playing Who's Most Likely too. There's oldie but a goodie, and Dom's in the mix now. So if you know us, great. That helps. But you got to think of who we're going to vote for, because that's what we do. I ask who's most likely to. I fill in the blank. The answer is either going to be Dom, Greek, or Franny. And we silently place our votes here. So wait for me to cue you up to ask you who you think we voted for. And just like that, you'll be on your way to tastings.
All right. The guy we have on, I don't think Greek likes him that much. It's JJ.
What's up, guys?
You should see his sourpuss face right now, JJ.
I don't care. They won. What do I care?
Uh-huh.
What's up, JJ?
It's a show.
The show, JJ. We don't care. Have you had those initials your whole life?
Yes, I have.
All right, awesome.
All right, JJ, I know you know how this works. I'm going to ask you this who's most likely to question, and just give us a moment, and I'll ask you for your answer when we're ready, okay?
No problem.
All right, so let's do this. Out of Dom, Greek, or me, Franny, who's most likely to take a week to reply back to a text? All right. We have our answer.
Okay.
It's got to be Greek.
Unfortunately, the majority voted for me.
Oh no, Franny.
Sorry, JJ. Yeah, no, Greek is quick.
Yeah.
He is quick to text back. Like, I legit sent him a text, and I'll be like, did I even go through? And he already answered.
Well, when you text me, I get excited. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, we got Franny. When have I ever not texted you back?
I don't know. I just figured.
No, I mean, she'll tell you. At work, friends, I always text everybody back. I really do. I make it an effort to do it. Even if there's something happens, there's a ton of them. I text everybody back. I really do.
Use text with email.
That's true.
Email,
that would have been different. Yes.
Yeah, email's different.
Yeah. All right, JJ. Well, you're still a winner in our eyes because you beat Greek and Gridiron.
See you later, JJ. Who's next?
Next up, we have Anthony.
Anthony, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Penthouse? How's everybody doing?
We're doing great, Anthony. Syracuse tonight, +6.
Oh, yeah. I already locked it in.
All right, good. All right. You know how this game works?
Yep.
Okay, let's do this. I'm trying to find one that will fit one of us. All right, Anthony. Out of Dom. This is just a quick one. Out of Dom, Greek, or myself, Franny, who is most likely to end up in jail? I'll give us a moment to all right, we have our answer. Who do you think it is, Anthony?
Let's go with Dominic.
Yeah!
Nice job.
That's why this over-under he's not going to make. You won, bitch!
Yep, you got the tickets to our tastings event. Hang tight. Dom will get you all the information.
I'm glad Anthony won because he goes every year. And he, participates and buys tickets. So that's nice, Anthony. You won. And I hope Syracuse wins tonight. My phone is blown up since that guarantee went out. My God. And everyone's like, will you back our bet like Franny and Dom? I'm like, no, I only backed Franny and Dom's bet. Dom did it. Franny does not want to do it. But again, that was just
Which
for
is
the
probably
bet.
foolish of me, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And tomorrow morning you might wake up and say, you know what?
Dodge that one.
Yeah, thank God. 877-927-6969. Halloween, when is it too old? When are you too old? What is something that you got that you were just like, I don't want this?
Somebody says they fell asleep during sex with Greek a few times. That's from Cinnamon. Talking about weird places to fall asleep. All right.
I didn't think she was going to say anything about that.
Some areas of Port St. Lucie, they have the garland-style candles and bell decorations on top of the streetlights already.
All right.
According to the text line, years ago, I hosted a business meeting in Chicago. I pulled an all-nighter preparing for it during the PowerPoint presentation. I woke myself up with my head snapping back. I looked around to see if anyone noticed me nodding off. I don't think they did, or they were just being kind. It says, LOL, love your show. Yours truly, Lipstick.
Nice.
Yeah, so, but you're the one who was doing the presentation. They had to have noticed, right? That you were dozing off.
Tired. I fall asleep. Yeah, there's been everybody I'm sure has done it one time or another where they fell asleep at a bad situation, and I think work would be the worst. Where you're
the worst. I think behind the wheel is the worst.
Oh yeah, well
that's the worst.
I used to do that all the time.
I know you would say that, and I was like, "What are you doing? Not only for your safety, but for other people out there getting in your car when you were that exhausted."
You're right. I was wrong.
I know, because he would say, "Oh, do it all the time." I was like, "Why are you driving while you're tired?" That tired?
You're right. I make mistakes. I'm sorry. Thank God everything worked out. Nobody got injured, and it's more important to other people than me. I mean, come on. If you want pumpkin pie, you got to have it for everybody, Tom. Again, tell us some places that you fell asleep that were a little bit crazy. I think at work is bad. I was in a meeting one time years ago with iHeart, and the Miami building, and they had a big conference room, and there was a bunch of people, and this guy just went out and snoring the whole thing.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I can honestly say I've never fallen asleep at a meeting or in class or anything like that. I can honestly say that. But I have sat next to somebody that was just a train next to me snoring. And I think I might have, you said Miami, there was a work meeting here where somebody who's no longer with us, RAP, used to fall asleep all the time.
Oh, yeah. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
he did too.
He used to sleep all the time during meetings. And, But I mean, he had a very early shift, and he was always here. But man, and nobody would say anything.
No.
They just let him snooze away.
Yeah, they did. In Miami, the gentleman who was running the market at the time, lit this guy up big time. Big time. It was really mad.
And what if he had narcolepsy, or how do you know? What if somebody had a medical condition that they do just nod off?
Well, if you had that, you would think maybe you might tell somebody. You know what I mean? Your boss or something like, hey, whatever. Especially if, it's dark and they were showing something on a projector or whatever, and you just you crash. It just happens.
I used to have a couple at a bar that I used to work at, and they used to pass out all the time.
Really?
The couple would. And
then bar?
Yes. And then I found out the reason why is because they were heroin addicts.
Oh my God.
Yep.
So right at the bar, they would fall asleep.
When their high was going down, and they looked like they did drugs. They were that kind of looking couple. This is when I used to work in Boynton Beach at a restaurant right there in the water. I won't call it out, but yeah, there was a couple. They would come in. They were regulars, and they were not the classiest of couples, but they would fall asleep all the time.
Did anybody ever else?
And I didn't really know I didn't know that that's what happened on heroin. I don't know if it really is or not, but when they would come down, they would just head down in their arms, fall asleep.
And did people say anything like that couple's asleep at the end of the bar?
All the time. There was a point where they were just like, all right, guys, we can't have this anymore. You can't just come and take a nap at our bar.
You're going to have to go someplace else after you do your heroin.
I got a bad spot to fall asleep at.
What's that?
Church.
Yeah.
And I'm sure people do.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Yeah, because then the Lord's mad at you, too.
No, he'll forgive you.
Oh, cool.
He's got forgiveness in his heart.
Yeah, the church is bad. There's a couple of places that you just don't want to fall asleep. Waiting for a bank loan, crash out. Guys like, am I boring you? Anytime somebody's talking to you and you doze off.
Getting a striptease.
That could be a bad one. That could be a bad one.
Might lose more money.
You might.
That's true. Or a watch.
Yeah, or a watch. That's right. Hold on to your watches, people. That's the new saying now in Vegas. They got billboards up that say when you land. Hold on to your watches. It is Las Vegas. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. Hope you guys are having a good day. We're going to come back with some Florida stories. Also, Rover, our boy, is going to give you another keyword that you can take advantage of and win $1,000. It's the Penthouse on a Thursday. We'll be back. Peace.
The visual aid you need for all the freaky stuff we talk about on the radio. Find it at realradio921.com.
Hey, it's the Greek. Our neighbors affected by the recent tornadoes are still in need of our help. So let's continue to support them by giving to the organizations that can help the most. Please go to redcross.org or volunteerflorida.org to help those impacted by the tornadoes. Whether you can give money or your time, our neighbors in Wellington, Palm Beach Gardens, Port Salerno, Port St. Lucie, and Fort Pierce need your help. Go to redcross.org or volunteerflorida.org. That's redcross.org or volunteerflorida.org.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Looking really good right now up and down Palm Beach County, I-95. Only about 20 minutes between Riviera Beach and Delray Beach. That's in either direction. The Turnpike and U.S. Wen also coming in trouble-free. That's a look at traffic. I'm Dennis Taylor.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's. Any size soft drinks for $1. Wendy's has any size a la carte $1 soft drinks. Coke, Sprite, strawberry Fanta, whatever you want. Any size soft drink for $1. Gotta be Wendy's. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Exclusions apply.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
Welcome to Homestead Miami, your home for the racing highlight. A track as vibrant and colorful as South Florida. An Xfinity and Craftsman Truck Series Playoffs doubleheader on Saturday. A Cup Series Playoffs showdown on Sunday. And it's all caliente.
Side by side for the race lead.
NASCAR Playoffs weekend at Homestead Miami Speedway, October 26th and 27th. Get your tickets now at homesteadmiamispeedway.com.
Hell of a job, guys.
Hey, it's the Greek. When you think about your retirement, everybody has different goals and different plans. And the plan should be that you enjoy South Florida and enjoy your life with your family and friends. Well, Trajan Wealth can help you with that. You have to have two things. You have to have a plan and you have to have goals. They'll sit you down with one of their experts and map it out. So you don't have to worry about your retirement. You know right where you stand. So when that day comes and the last door closes, you're thinking about your retirement and not worry. You shouldn't have to worry your whole life about your retirement. Figure out a plan today with Trajan Wealth. Call them at 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. They got offices in West Palm Beach. You'll find it there. Step in with one of their experts and figure out a plan. It's pretty simple. You need a plan to be successful. 561-390-1000. Peace. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC and SEC registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
So this new dose is, nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors.
Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors.
Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Temperatures will remain in the lower 80s this afternoon under a mix of sun and clouds, then partly cloudy tonight with temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s by Friday morning. An onshore breeze will continue for Friday, keeping a shower chance around as temperatures remain in the low 80s for the weekend.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer custom-made faux wood and real wood blinds and shutters, cellular shades, Roman shades, bamboo shades, exterior shades, and more, all at factory direct prices. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. free never sounded so good.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword dollar at realradio921.com. That's dollar. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Thursday. Thanks for always tuning in to Real Radio. Just got another keyword. That's from our boy Rover. So many chances to win $1,000. Come on, somebody step up and win $1,000. Who doesn't want $1,000 in their hand? So you can bet Syracuse tonight.
I want $1,000 in my hand.
So you can bet Syracuse tonight on the Hard Rock app. Dominic, during the break, love his work ethic. Putting together an 11-team parlay for tonight.
Yes.
Hopefully that wins. That's a big one. Dominic's in the house.
Hello.
Francis is here.
What's up?
And it's time for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida.
I'm from Florida?
WTF.
What the Florida?
All right. Well, we are going to start with a couple stories that have to do with the church. Oh, and we will start once my computer unfreezes. Gotta love technology.
Hold on there, Batman.
It's a loading. Good. So here we go. There is a Pensacola man who is facing charges now. Now, this guy got busted for stealing from one church. And then they were like, you know what? We've had a lot of thefts in church. I wonder if they're connected to this dude. And in fact, they were. The best part is what his search history was. So this guy got busted. I think it's about 6 or 7 churches that they found out. A 20-year-old, his name is Jeremy Lang, and he's facing charges of 5 more church burglaries from the one that he got busted for. So on top of his charges, they have the additional charges of burglary, charges of criminal mischief, 3 charges of larceny, and a charge of motor vehicle burglary. They said not just that, but he was arrested. When he had drugs on him too, and a firearm. So this whole string of break-ins, they said, according to police, 7 church break-ins were reported from September to October in the area that they live in. Investigators connected Lang to these incidents and how they were like, you know what, I really think this is our guy. I think we got the right guy. Because when they looked into his cell phone, uncovering searches, they uncovered searches on his cell phone history, his internet, such as events where you raise money in Pensacola, how to cut a shirt into a mask, do churches have safes? And where do churches keep money?
Oops.
Yeah, so I think that was enough for them to be like, all right, you're our dude.
Do churches keep money?
Pretty sure you're our dude. And then next up, in another thing happened in a church parking lot. A driver suspected of operating a vehicle under the influence was arrested after struggling through a field sobriety exercise in the parking lot of a church at the Villages. Sebastian Lopez was driving, and this was in the wee hours on Monday when Fruitland Park Police contacted Lady Lake Police Department to advise of this erratic driver who was heading into that town's jurisdiction. So Lady Lake police officer got behind the truck and watched as the driver ran a red light. And that's when they're like, all right, it's our time to get him. During the traffic stop, the officers did detect signs that he was drinking. He said he'd been at a friend's house where he just had a couple beers. That's it. It was always two beers, right?
It was always 2.
Always 2. But
everybody always says that.
But he didn't feel drunk.
Yeah.
So they went and relocated at the St. Timothy's Catholic Church for the field sobriety exercises, get off the busy road. They said he struggled through the exercises, provided a breath sample that registered at, let's see, it was over the legal limit. It looked like it was about 3 times over the legal limit. They said he was arrested. I just had 2 beers. It was close to over 3 times. They said he was arrested and charged of driving under the influence and ticketed also for running that red light that initially got him pulled over. Then next up in your What the Florida, we're going to stay in the Villages area. There was a sisterly dispute going on. Deputies were called to a home where 57-year-old Joanna Lynn was taken into custody on charges of battery. So, looks like her sister arrived home and found that Joanna Lynn had been drinking. The sister had forbidden her from drinking in her home because I guess she's not really cool when she drinks.
Yeah.
And that's when, which makes sense, Joanna Lynn got in a drunken rage because her sister was upset that she was drinking. She lunged at her sister, got to put up her forearms to protect herself. She said she suffered bruising near her wrist where Joanna Lynn grabbed her. Joanna Lynn told deputies that I'm an adult and I'm allowed to drink whenever I want to.
Sure, she can drink
She said, I'm allowed to drink if I wish to do so, is what she said. She also claimed her sister hates her.
Wow.
And
no Thanksgiving for that.
Yeah, the deputies, I love this. It's not a bottle or a glass. The deputies found an empty wine carton in the home.
Oh, all right. That's cool.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
She was booked into the Marion County Jail.
Sounds like a match.
Sounds about right. And then finally here in What the Florida, somebody got sauced, and I mean spaghetti sauced. And it landed somebody in jail. It's not the first time we've had a spaghetti sauce story in What the Florida, but Markel Royale got himself tossed like pasta right into the jail. Where's my phone? Anybody? Hello. For what?
Hello.
We'll call it a crime of spaghetti. According to the Smoking Gun, Markel and his wife were having an argument, and no surprise, alcohol was involved. Markel had a few drinks, got mad, and he decided he was going to throw a bowl of spaghetti at his wife.
Not cool.
Yes. Spaghetti is sacred, dude. Why aren't you wasting spaghetti?
I'll take it.
Yeah. They said that he ended up when the cops showed up. We know it's not a deadly weapon, but the marinara mess still hit her square in the stomach. She had sauce in her hair, all in her face. When cops showed up to the scene and found her basically looking like a human Italian pasta dish. They said she was covered head to toe in spaghetti sauce.
Head to toe?
Officers were not laughing, though, because Markel, this isn't his first run-in with the law. The dude already has a history, including battering his wife. So they said, yes, this kind of background. They didn't slap him with just a misdemeanor for throwing spaghetti, which you would think would just be a misdemeanor. They said this time he got a shiny new felony, and the judge also gave him a $15,000 bond. And that is What the Florida.
That's Italian. Bada bing. $15,000 bond. Woo, that's pretty big. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. If you guys want to get involved in the show, little ways getting close to Halloween. We had Halloween questions. Would you ever get something that you were like, this sucks? Or when are you too old to go out for Halloween? Let us know those two things. And if somebody came to your door that was a little bit old, you thought, would you call them out? Would you say to them, hey? And how about this thing when somebody would come back to your house twice and you would notice them? Like, hey, weren't you just here? And it was like the rule. You didn't go to a house twice, growing up. You just didn't do that. But there were people who did it, especially if you had some good candy. The Rock has a new movie coming out about Santa, but the holidays, it's coming out, and Santa Claus gets kidnapped. The Rock has to save the day. Ooh, I know, Dom, you want to go. Going to try to get you tickets, maybe before Nikki Glaser tomorrow night. Yeah, that'll be coming out. I think it's coming out in the next couple of weeks in November.
It is. So if you're not familiar with it, it looks really cute. And we always say that because he's posted videos, it was even before this, that the guy, he does commercials who's playing Santa Claus. Oh, help me. What's his name? He is... do you know his name? Help me.
No, I don't. Not off the top of my head.
J.K. Simmons.
Okay.
J.K. Simmons. And he's a jacked Santa, even in this movie. If you look at him, I mean, this dude is jacked. You would never think so. But what commercials does he do? If you look at Dom, I'm sure if you look at his face, is it insurance?
Might be. Oh, yeah, it is insurance. Yeah, he is jacked. Now I know the guy who you're definitely talking to. I couldn't, put the face.
Farmers Insurance.
Yeah,
we are farmers.
Yeah,
so you wouldn't, because he's wearing a suit, but I've seen him on social media and stuff, and that guy is ripped.
Yeah, he is.
And in this one, because they do show, I think The Rock is spotting him or something when he's Santa. Yeah, so he gets to show off his beefy muscles as a jacked up Santa Claus.
I wonder if he's on any juice.
J.K. Simmons. I think he's...
He's got The Rock's help. I don't think he needs it.
Yeah.
He's got the right, workout.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie will be out in a couple of weeks. So if you guys want to check it out. New York Liberty won the WNBA championship, and they had a parade today in New York City. New York City did give them a parade of champions. I don't know how many people showed up.
When was the last parade for champions in New York?
2009.
Oh, for the Yankees.
Yep.
Right?
That was probably the last one. I don't think the Rangers have won since then. The Knicks haven't had one since 73. Jets, 69. Yankees 2009. The Mets 86.
So the Yankees have been the last couple for New York, though. Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the Yankees had a bunch in the 90s with Jeter and all them, and then the only one with A-Rod was 2009. So I don't think there's been one for a while, and the Giants had a couple, obviously, when they beat the Patriots twice. And then the Rangers had one, I believe, in 94 when Messi and all them won.
So a little drought, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's definitely a little dry. I was surprised that they got one. I know they are, the WNBA and the New York Liberty, but they had one today. I saw some early pictures, and it didn't look crowded at all. But we'll see. But I was surprised they even had a parade for them, to be honest with you. But they did do it. The Liberty did win, and they are champs. So whether or not, it didn't look like a lot of people to me, but maybe as the time went on, it was going to get crowdeder. They're cool to go. I went to a couple years ago, one for the Yankees. And I think I went to the Ranger one years ago. I mean, in New York, it's thousands and thousands of people throwing stuff out the windows, confetti, all different things. It's cool. It's definitely an event. I highly recommend the Macy's Day Parade. That's at any age.
I want to do that one day.
If you can go, I highly recommend it. I don't care if you're 5 or you're 75. It's a great time. And it's a lot of fun. It really is. Gets you in the spirit. And to see those big balloons. As a kid, we used to go there and sell pretzels out of my mother's trunk of her car. It was so funny. I had no clue what we were doing. Just going out there selling pretzels. No permits, no nothing, just out there. And she would sit in a little folding chair, all dressed up, and we would run back to the car, back and forth. But yeah, I highly recommend that. I did it a bunch of times, live in the city. And then you can go I think it was 2:30, 3:30 in the morning. Years ago, it was Tavern on the Green in Central Park. They would blow up the balloons. You could watch it.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
I think this year, which I was so surprised, I did read that at the Macy's parade that Minnie Mouse is going to be featured for the first time ever. She's making her Thanksgiving Day parade debut. I was surprised by that this is going to be her debut.
There's a reason to go, Dom.
There you go, just for Minnie.
Go see Minnie Mouse.
Yeah.
We go,
No.
Yeah, 90 years after Mickey made his debut. Even Pluto has had his debut, too.
Yeah, I've seen
Pluto.
Yeah,
but for some reason, they left Minnie out, but she'll be there this year.
Yeah, that's cool. Hats off to Minnie. But again, highly recommend it. It's, you got to get a room, obviously, and you got to also.
Which is too late now.
Yeah. I was going to say, you got to book it a year in advance to do something like this. Or you stay in Jersey or Brooklyn.
Or if you have a friend that lives there, you can stay at their house.
But you're not going to get a hotel in the city. Not for a cheap price, let me put it that way. And it's cool. And there's some places like the Marriott and stuff like that, you can get a hotel and you see them go right by you. Obviously you got to check out the route and where they are, but I highly recommend that for the city. Also, Jerry Roll, he is a big country singer.
Who?
Jerry?
Nope.
Jelly?
No.
Yep.
Just seeing if you guys are listening. He lost 100 pounds. God, he's really had a transformation out of his life for all the problems he had. He said last week he wants to apologize to the people he robbed. If he robbed you 20 years ago, would you want him to apologize to you?
Sure. If he's going to pay up and, give a little interest on it, sure.
Yeah, he was just apologizing. He said he was just robbing people because he needed money for weed. So I guess in his mind, he really didn't think it was a real robbery. No matter what you're doing with the money, you're robbing a person. But yeah, he's been making some noise this year. Really has, and some good things that he's been doing. And he's involved with the NCAA. I know he does a song for them. Mariah Carey's song too, "All I Want for Christmas."
Cha-ching.
She's made $100 million on that one song.
I'm not surprised.
$100 million. I was like, wow, that's a lot of cash. Because every year people love it. It's still one of the most popular songs that she did years ago. But $100 million, I thought it was a lot. You don't think so?
Oh, that's a lot for sure.
But the song has been around for a long time. And people get so excited about it when it does come out. It gets played to death. They even have her thawing in ice until Christmas. There's this meme of her, and she's in ice, and she's slowly thawing out.
Oh,
so
really?
it's time for Christmas to start and her song to start playing.
Wow, That is amazing.
Didn't she have a really bad performance one time?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had the tree with the Rockefeller Center. I don't know, she was sick or she wasn't feeling good. Her voice was really, really bad. The night they lit the tree at Rockefeller Center. And she got pretty crushed for that. But she was like, I was sick, and, I really shouldn't have done it. She's a little bit of a diva. I mean, but you don't blame her.
So we're talking Christmas. Before Christmas, obviously, comes Halloween, which is next week. And we have a lot of Halloween talk, including some Halloween cocktails to get you in the boozy. We got some boozy recipes to get you in the mood. And I have a few here that if you want to try them out, you know that I love concocting and making myself a cocktail. And here are some that they say will get you in the Halloween spirit. See what I did there? Spirit.
I got it. I got it.
Like a spirit alcohol spirit. Okay. All right. So these are what they call some Halloween adult beverages. And I love these. Some of these concoctions to elevate your game. One is called a Casper. Like Casper the Friendly Ghost. It's a specialty to the Elise Rooftop in New York. I've never heard of it. Sounds nice.
Yeah.
So this is one of their specialties that they do during the season. They say it's Kettle One vodka, Malibu rum, so a little coconut action in there, vanilla bean syrup, coconut cream, Sprite, and a raspberry rim. And then they do a ghostly marshmallow garnish right on top.
Ooh.
Sounds good. Sounds sweet.
Spooky.
Sounds sweet, but sounds good. Then the Witch's Brew at the Press Room in New Orleans. They say New Orleans is supposed to be a fun town to do Halloween in because it's got a lot of history and voodoo and
cemeteries.
They say at the Press Room in New Orleans, you can find their spiritual mixture of Tanqueray gin, curacao, thyme syrup. So you probably have to make your own. It's like a simple syrup. Put some thyme in it, and club soda. Easy enough. Simple. Easy enough. This I'm a fan of. I make a good one of these. Is a smoked tequila old fashioned, and this is around Halloween. The Henry in Miami, which is a very nice place. They created this what they call devilish beverage. Use añejo tequila. They use Patron añejo, whatever you have. Raw agave, just the agave syrup. Burnt orange. So by that, you take the peel and you just light it. And
I've seen girls with it.
Yep. That gets the oils and the aroma, burnt orange, and then a little cocoa. Sounds good to me.
I've seen the burnt orange, and it's funny you brought that up because I always wanted to ask you, like, what does that do? Add flavor to the drink?
Yeah, it brings out the oils of it and gives it a little, Because when you twist, it brings out the oils, but the burnt gives it a different twist, a different flavor to it. Right. Like when I say twist, that's what it's called. A lemon twist or lime twist, when you do that, it takes some of the oils out of the, for a little extra flavor.
I see it a lot of times at Strikes.
Let's see. This one's interesting. Spooky Town, New York Stretch Pizza uses house-made candy corn infused vodka.
Ooh.
Lime, lemon, and hot honey syrup. Sounds sweet, but they say it's the one time that candy corn doesn't suck. That drink makes it supposed to be really good.
When you were bartending, can you remember one drink around Halloween that people always like? No, not really. No. Did you guys have stuff like this, like special drink for Halloween?
Not at any places I worked at.
No. How about you, Dom? Anything that you like around the holidays?
Nope.
No.
Maybe I'll repost next week. I made because I used to do this free pouring with Franny.
Yeah, that was
and
good.
It would be at bars or at my house. But for Halloween, I would make specialty cocktails, and I remember it. I loved it. It turned out so cute. I made a blood orange margarita, and to make it look spooky, do you know what lychees look like?
Mm-hmm.
So I took 2 lychees, and then I did a blueberry and put them in, so it made it look like eyeballs. And cool. I laid them on the top of the drink, so it looked like these floating eyeballs on the drink. So maybe I'll redo that. And not just that, the drink was excellent. It was very, if I do say so for myself. It was a very good margarita, so maybe we'll do that. This sounds good. A pumpkin blaze martini, if you like pumpkin. Fireball. Pumpkin ale, like a beer. And cinnamon sugar rim. That's it. Just a Fireball, and you just put, which I've had before. It spices up your pumpkin beer.
I think I've had that before.
Yeah.
So now, Fireball's strong, correct?
I don't know if is that ABV strong on Fireball?
I don't think so.
I don't think it is either.
35%. So.
Yeah, and don't get it twisted. You can buy Fireballs at like gas stations. It's not the same kind.
Yes.
Oh, it's not?
It is made by Fireball, but if you look, there's a little distinct difference because one actually has liquor in it, and the one that they sell at gas stations is malt. Because
I've seen that logo.
Yeah, they can legally sell it at a gas station because there's not liquor.
I've seen
per
it.
se in it.
I think it's like white and red, the label, too.
No, it's always yellow and red.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yellow and red, whatever. Yeah. But I have seen it at gas stations where they do it.
But yeah, it's good because at this time of year you have a lot of pumpkin beers that come out, and you just put a little bit of Fireball in it. It gives that little extra oomph.
There you go.
There's a lot of beers that you can just put a little Fireball in.
That's it. Now I want to go get a pumpkin beer. Maybe I'll do that afterwards. See you, Yard House. See you in a little bit. My favorite Shipyard on draft.
Yard House, which will be at our tastings event.
Oh, yeah. Nice. I like that.
Yeah, they make good sliders. Yard House, they do.
I believe they'll have those again, too.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Yeah, Yard House is a great place. I know they got one on, obviously up here, but they got one down on Boca, too.
Yeah, they're all over the place. It's a chain.
Yeah.
You can find them all over the country.
Yeah, pretty cool.
But they do a good job. For a sports bar, yes, a little pricey for a sports bar, but their food is always solid, and they have a massive selection of beers.
Yeah, I was going to say, their beers, I mean,
I think over 100 on tap, I think. Yeah.
I went to a place in Boca. It's actually right next to your Strike Cigar Lounge. I think you would like it, Greek.
Okay, what is it?
It's called Hijinks Sports Bar.
Oh, yeah. I've been there. They got hot bartenders.
That's exactly why I knew you'd love it.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Everybody knows that place.
He knows.
Smoking hot.
Oh, yeah. A couple of them are ex-cheerleaders for the Dolphins.
Oh, that's cool.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, no, they're like, they rated that place as the hottest bartenders
I've
in
never heard
South
Hijinks, huh?
Florida. Yeah. I mean,
it's right next to Strikes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I don't know why I
like,
haven't noticed it.
It's not right next to it. It's down a ways.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't walk. You can maybe walk.
You could walk there easily.
Yeah, for those girls, I walked there.
I know some of these girls.
Yeah.
So I'm looking right now. And, man, that might be an old picture because a couple of them. But Babes, the bartending company that they have, a lot of those girls work for Babes. And I used to do Babes years ago.
They talk about it all the time, people. I had some friends come down from New Jersey about 2 months ago, and they were mentioned in the bar.
So they probably make a killing. I love that they only go because their ratings on Yelp is only a 3.1 star, but they're like, I don't care. The girls are hot.
Guys don't care.
They're like, the food, meh, but the girls, I'm in.
Oh, service, man.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the same, and I don't know if it's still the same, but I remember it's been a couple years when I went over to the restaurant that's next to Hooters.
Twin Peaks?
Yes, Twin Peaks. There was a lot of really cute girls that work there, and I don't know if it's still the same quality-wise.
Yeah, they were
is it?
known.
A lot of cute girls that were there.
Yeah, they were known for
and
that.
those are itty-bitty uniforms. I mean, that is way smaller than a Hooters uniform.
No, but it was like when these kids came down, they met me at Strikes. They're kids, they're guys. They're in their 50s, watching games. And they were like, we're going to go over there to watch it. And I'm like, how the hell do you even know about that? Coming from Jersey. And they're like, oh, so-and-so's brother lives down here. He said the girls are smoking. And like, you can't get in there on a Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
I mean, there's been times when people drove by, like, there's a line. And it's not a big place.
Me and Carmine had an event there on a Sunday probably 3 weeks ago, and it was packed.
Oh, yeah.
Was it a watch party?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Side note, not about hot girls, but my husband sent me a link one day, and he was like, we should go try and check it out. And I know why, because the name of the restaurant, but I see it every time I'm about to go when we're going over to Strikes, because I don't venture that way that often, but it catches my eye.
Yeah.
Because my husband's name on his Facebook account is Mateo.
Oh, Mateo's is great.
Is it great?
You're fantastic.
Because he sent me, it was like a video on Instagram, and it looked fantastic. And I was like, the only reason why you want to go, he loves Italian food, first of all, but it's called Mateo's. But I've noticed it. And so, all right, so you recommend?
Highly recommend.
Okay.
I got a gift card I could give you. And also, the artwork is unbelievable.
It looks beautiful on the inside from the videos I've seen, but I just wanted to know if it was worth going down there because he's been wanting to go.
Yeah, the artist who works for them is where I bought my paintings for my home.
Okay.
And they are like unbelievable artwork. He has one of the Rat Pack with Marilyn Monroe and all different things. Guy is super cool. Just an unbelievable painter. I mean, you want to talk about service? Like
this is the owner of the place, or no? That's just the guy. The artwork is
where the artwork is displayed.
Okay,
but this guy, I met him through somebody I knew. Not only did he let me purchase the artwork, he came to my house by himself and put it up for me.
That's cool.
I mean, you want to talk about service?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
like
service.
That's service. He has a place in Boca, but Mateo's is great. You will love it there. Highly recommend. We go there a lot from Strikes. We walk over, but the Italian food, and they give you tons of food. So I would read next time Mateo's by a commercial, but it's okay.
Same with Hijinks.
Hijinks, though, they sell themselves. But the kid told me that one of the kids told me everything he ordered was wrong, but he didn't care.
He was like, "You give me whatever you want. I don't care."
And most of the girls, they'll drink the whole time with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
He said that
it
too.
Doesn't.
He said they'll do shots.
They know what they're doing. They do. A lot of establishments don't like that, especially if you can't handle your liquor.
No,
I get
good.
it because I've seen some people get really sloppy behind the bar. But if you're smart, you let it happen here and there because they will buy and they'll spend more. And not just that. Not only most of the time is that the girls not taking the shot for free. You're buying her that shot, which then increases that check.
I don't think people realize that sometimes. Like, like you're buying a shot. Buy me you know what I mean? You're getting a shot. Well, you're buying yourself one. You're buying her.
My buddy, and I don't know if he looked a little shocked, but I think he knew what he was doing. When I was at Double Roads, I worked there on Friday nights, and he gets very generous, and he was just like, he'll buy me a shot, and I ask if I can, and so if they say yes, and then he'll ask if any of the other bartenders, so he'll buy, it's not just me, he'll buy everybody a shot, and he does it quite often, and so I gave him his bill, and it was like $600. I have to re-get everything, dude. I mean, I work there one day a week. I love the owners. I'm not going to take advantage. I don't want to get fired. But he was just like, and more. And he was with rounds and rounds. So.
Is this the kid I know?
No. But he's got the money. Don't get me wrong. But I think he was a little shocked by it. But dude, it's not a free thing. If you're going to be like, I'll buy them. Well, that's what you're doing. You're buying them, and it's getting all rang in.
It happens. When something's on the menu, you got to pay for it. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. We'll come back with a trifecta and a lot more. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Foreigner in a strange land. That makes sense. Stranger in a strange land. That's the saying.
The follow-up is foreigner in a strange land. It's like they're very similar.
You sound like we don't like foreigners in our strange land.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Nice and easy drive through Palm Beach County right now on I-95. We're looking at just about 16 minutes between Boca and Lake Worth in either direction. The Turnpike also coming in trouble-free. That's a look at traffic. I'm Dennis Taylor.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
This report is sponsored by PureTalk.com. Stop overpaying for your cell phone plan. Pure Talk gives you unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month on America's most dependable 5G network. Switch today. Just dial pound 250 and say keyword switch now to save 50% off your first month with Pure Talk.
Hey, the Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, and this Friday, October 25th, we will be there live to Penthouse for Greek's Gridiron. Stop down, play me against 7 games, and try to win 3-night stay at the Hard Rock Hotel. It's Strike Cigar Lounge, open 7 days a week. Always a great time. Unbelievable humidor with great selections. Patio outside. All the games are on. It's Strike Cigar Lounge. This Friday, the Penthouse will be live for Greek's Gridiron. Stop by, baby. Puff, puff, peace.
Sometimes where a crime took place leads you to answer why the crime happened in the first place. Hi, I'm Sloan Glass, host of the new true crime podcast, American Homicide. In this series, we'll examine some of the country's most infamous and mysterious murders and learn how the location of the crime becomes a character in the story. Listen to American Homicide on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search American Homicide and start listening.
Hey, it's Greek. Tell you about my new favorite spot, Pollard Coffee Bar and Ice Streets. Pollard is an upscale, sophisticated coffee shop specializing in a wide range of coffee, beverages, and teas. Located in Deerfield Beach, proud sponsor 2024 Greek's Gridiron. Pollard Coffee, the way I start every day. Peace.
Storm cleanup is underway. Count on Grainger to help your business recover. You'll find supplies and solutions for every industry when you stop by Grainger's West Palm Beach branch at 1800 North Florida Mango Road. Call 1-800-GRAINGER or click Grainger.com to get the products and equipment you need now.
Your business needs a network it can count on.
Power's out.
Comcast Business has you covered with Wi-Fi backup to help keep your business up and running, even when your power goes out.
Everybody in the warehouse good? Lights are out, but the Wi-Fi's up. Let's power on.
It's from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
Break room, you good?
Can't microwave my burrito, but Wi-Fi's fine. Let's power on.
Power on with the leader in connectivity, Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Learn how to get Comcast Business Internet and Security Edge plus Wi-Fi backup for $59 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement when you add Comcast Business Unlimited Mobile. And ask how to get up to a $600 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Don't wait. Call or go online today. Ends 11/17/24. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 300 megabit per second internet, Security Edge, and Wi-Fi backup. Eco bill and auto pay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change.
This time of year, a lot of people are rolling back into town after spending their summer up north. But even if you're just here for the winter, you gotta look after your garage door like a local. Us full-timers know your garage door has been down here with the rest of us all summer, holding back the rainstorms and the dust bunnies and the blistering heat. You can't just waltz in, crack a beer, push a button, and just expect everything to work like a charm. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our annual service check will make sure your garage door is ready for winter. We check the rollers, clean the tracks, and lubricate the drive system. We'll even change the batteries in your remote. You blend right in with the rest of the locals, and we all go back to making fun of the tourists. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage, and we'll come over and make it right. Hey, you gotta be from somewhere.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Drake's Trifecta is sponsored by the physicians at MMJ Health.
So this new dose is... nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors.
Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors.
Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Get immersed in new worlds and ideas with Audible. Explore an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals, all in one easy app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Temperatures will remain in the lower 80s this afternoon under a mix of sun and clouds, then partly cloudy tonight with temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s by Friday morning. An onshore breeze will continue for Friday, keeping a shower chance around as temperatures remain in the low 80s for the weekend.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Check engine light got you spooked? Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change today. No appointment needed. Get a friendly expert oil change from their team in about 15 minutes. They're quick, but never rushed. Visit VIOC.com for up to $15 off your next oil change.
I'm Julian Edelman.
I'm Rob Gronkowski.
Welcome to Dudes on Dudes. We're going to highlight players, and we're just going to sit here and talk about them. And we'll get into the types of dudes. Is Randy Moss a stud or a freak? Is Tom Brady a dog or a dude's dude?
We're going to find out, Jules. New episodes drop every Thursday during the NFL season.
Listen to Dudes on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Dudes on Dudes to start listening.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Thursday. Don't forget, tomorrow we are hitting the road, packing a Louis bag, as we'll be going down to Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca, Royal Palm Plaza. Stop by and play Greek's Gridiron. 3 winners so far, so I better step up. And the way to beat the Greek, I think they've solved the problem. You can only have one difference. And when
Is that what's been going on with the past 3?
Yeah, that is.
All right.
Yeah, that's what's happened. Last 3 winners have had, I think, only one difference, and they just squeaked it out. Won by half a point, too.
Squeaked it.
Yeah, I'm happy JJ won because he's a great guy. Right. So we'll be at Strike Cigar Lounge tomorrow. Stop by and see us, have a cigar, maybe get a Tito's, or just enjoy the company and enjoy the patio. We'll be there tomorrow from 10 to 2. Dominic's in the house.
Yo.
Francis is here.
What's going on?
And it's time for a Greek Trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
All right, it's the Yankees and Dodgers tomorrow night, Game 1, and the Dodgers are favored in the series and favorite tomorrow in Game 1. Cole hits the mound for the Yankees, their best pitcher, Cy Young Award a winner. We'll see what happens. The Yankees can take away home field advantage in the first game of the series. They are anticipating great numbers and great people watching it. It's the Yankees and Dodgers. You can't ask for a better situation for Major League Baseball. Tonight on Thursday Night Football, which I believe is on Amazon, which sucks. It is going to be the Vikings against the Rams. The Rams are getting a few points. They are the home team. Lately, the home team has not fared well when they're getting points, but we'll see what happens. This weekend, you got the Canes and Florida State playing Saturday at 7:30, and then they're going to blink and turn it into Dolphin Stadium the next day as the Miami Dolphins take on Arizona, and the return of Tua. I think the fans are going to go crazy when he comes out there and give him a standing ovation.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Especially, he's going to have a lot more fans in the area, I think, because of the Miami game.
Yeah. He's definitely going to be one of those situations, I think, where the people are going to give him a standing ovation. And, hopefully the Miami Dolphins get a W and he stays safe. That's the whole thing. I don't think he'll be running at all. So if there's an over-under on Tua running, I would take the under. Even if it's 3 yards, I don't think he'll be running.
Yeah, yards, take the under rushing attempts you could do for him too.
Yeah, I would do that. I think he's going to be, I think Tariq Hill has a big day.
I'm going to look it up right now.
Yeah, that's awesome. Greek Trifecta is always sponsored by Pilar Coffee Bar and Ice Treats in Deerfield Beach. Peace. 877-927-6969. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. When is it too old to go out for Halloween? And have you ever gotten something and you're like, I'm not a big fan of this? And did you ever tell the person? That's the big thing. Did you have the stones to look at the person and go, I don't like it. Keep it. Have you ever done that? So no. Rob Lowe was on a podcast the other day, and he talked about having an affair with Debbie Moore in the 80s.
By an affair, he was married? Or?
Well, they just had a fling. Excuse me, not an affair.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
So I guess nobody really knew this.
His show got canceled, which I really enjoyed. It was him and his son.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, 2 seasons. I thought it was a cute show, and it got canceled.
He's on 2 other shows, though, right now.
He's a host of a game show.
Yes.
And then I don't know. The show with him and his son was called Unstable, and it was actually really good.
Then he's on a show where he's,
enough.
I think, a fire chief.
911.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Lone Star, yeah.
So anyway, he talked about this, and in the 80s. Now, I don't know if she knew or not. That could be a difference. But I guess it was before, because she was engaged. She didn't marry, but she was engaged to Charlie Sheen's brother. And I guess they were all friends.
Emilio?
Yeah. She got engaged to him. My question is, do you think it's wrong if somebody comes out and says something like that on a show and you're not knowledgeable about something in your life? Say an affair or dating somebody. Would you be upset? Or like when people put stuff in books and they get mad. We just had a problem with John Stamos. And he called his wife a devil, his ex-wife.
Possibly just because they're putting it out in public. Why not just keep it to yourself and keep it between the two of you?
Now, if you do tell the person, do you think you say that when you're on the interview? Like, she knows about this.
Yeah, I mean, if you listen to the whole thing, this was going on when he was on, it was an episode of a podcast that Kelly Ripa have, and it's called Let's Talk Off Camera. And so she was asking, she was inquiring, and because the whole Brat Pack and everybody together,
they just did that movie,
and she was saying about their chemistry, was it good? And then she asked him, like, did you have a crush on her, and did you guys ever date? And he replied, I mean, Demi and I briefly, but he says, I'm not telling tales out of school. So he's basically saying stuff that she wouldn't say. We briefly had a fling, and he also wanted people to know that the fling came before she got engaged to Emilio Estevez. So I don't think this was anything out of line.
Yeah. Well, again, he knows him, so I guess he wanted people to realize, like, yeah, I wasn't banging around with, my friend's fiance. But she never married him. I don't think that. I know they were engaged. I think it got called off. And the podcast is you do hear a lot of different things with people out there, and sometimes you hear stuff where you're like, oh, they're just saying this just so people listen to the podcast. But would it bother you is really the question if somebody brought something up. If they don't ask you, it's different. And in books, you really, if it's true, you can put it out there, but if you can't, you're going to get sued. That was the one thing I said about Jose Canseco's book when he named all the baseball players. He never got sued. Nobody ever talked about that because it was true, including A-Rod. When he put all that stuff in about A-Rod at the Fontainebleau Hotel and shooting up in the stalls and all this different stuff. And when it first came out, a lot of people, lost their cookies. And but he wasn't lying. Didn't help him. I don't think the book really, I know he's trying to sell a book, but in a situation like that, you can't put stuff that's false with anybody. But if it is true, should you tell him, hey, I'm going to put you in a book? Like when Stamos wrote his book, he sort of, I didn't read it, but what people said is that he went after his ex-wife pretty strong, and she was pretty pissed off about it. But again, I don't think anybody likes to be portrayed bad.
Especially in public.
No. And when you're a movie star and you're at that level and stuff like that. But I think it was just his feelings about her. And usually when you go through a divorce, nobody's really happy with the person anyway. It's rare. It really is. You're friendly. Hey, what's up? You see him out. What are you doing? What's going on? But at the end of the day, it's very rare that you're friends, especially if it ends bad. And I've always said, two people don't wake up in the morning and look at each other and go, hey, we had a good run. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's pissed. It's just like the way it is. But yeah, would you think that was wrong? And would you be offended by it? That's the real thing. If somebody did something like that and wrote a book. So, Dom, if somebody wrote a book and said some private things about you, would you be upset?
Probably.
Yeah.
Just because they brought it to public.
Mm-hmm.
They could have kept it between you and me.
And if they asked you, would you give them permission based on what it was? Or you would have to decide, well, I don't care if people know.
Yeah, I have to decide, if it's something stupid or not.
Yeah. But you don't really have a checkered past.
Nope.
No, you're pretty clean. You're close to an altar boy.
Oh, yeah.
There's Saint, altar boy, and then there's you. As far as that. How many kids in your family?
I have an older brother and sister.
Would you say you're the best one out of three as far as behavior or worse?
Probably middle. I don't know. It matters what you're talking about.
Drugs, you're the worst.
Wow. Drugs, wow. Right. Way to call you out.
I'm kidding. It's a show. I know, Amendment 3. Dom has a little sign he puts up every 15 minutes in his studio. It says Amendment 3. Amendment 3. I'm like, what the hell's Amendment 3? I didn't even know. Tell everybody why you were laughing with the candle.
Yeah, he's over here taking warmth from the candle in the studio.
Is he rubbing his hands on the candle like it's a fire?
Yeah.
Is it working with those little flames?
The pepper thing didn't work, Franny. You were right. I did have the sandwich for Joseph.
I figured it wasn't a hot pepper.
No, I heated up the pepper. And
it's not what I meant by hot pepper.
I tried.
I didn't mean temperature-wise, G-Man. I meant spice level.
I tried.
Oh, you're special.
And again, I've gotten through life, which is amazing. Who asked me that today? Mark McCauley, our market manager. It was so funny. We were talking this morning. He goes, Greg, let me ask you a couple of questions. They were all about life. And did you ever do this? Did you know how to do this? I'm like, nope. And it's just like, I don't know. It just never crossed my path, I guess. Or it was done for me. What do you think it would be? I think it was one or the other. Give us a call at 877-927-6969 if you want to get involved with the show. Halloween, when is it too old? And would you call somebody out? If they came to your house, would you ever say to them, aren't you a little old? Be doing this?
That's why you wear a mask.
I guess so. I guess you can definitely wear a mask. There's no doubt about it. But
just don't be 6'4", 250.
Oh, yeah. No. If you're that big, you definitely can't wear it.
We have, it looks like a couple adults here trick-or-treating, 47142. It says, I say I'm too old to go trick-or-treating. My wife says we're going, so we're going.
Smart man.
Let's see. Dom, did you just get that? Franny said, I used to do babes. That's from Sarah B. And then talking about the Italian restaurant, somebody says, Franny, that place is delicious. Definitely go and take that gift card from Greek too. We got on there. So thank you for that. And then Greek, J.K. Simmons was the Tigers manager, Frank Perry, in Kevin Costner's movie For the Love of the Game. Did you ever see that movie?
I saw The Love of the Game, yes.
Okay.
I thought it was a good movie. That was the movie where they had Kevin Costner talked about it recently, where he had to change the final scene because George Steinbrenner wouldn't let them film the movie because the Yankees lost. But the Yankees ended up in the movie winning the World Series because he was at Yankee Stadium pitching for the Tigers, and he threw a no-hitter against the Yankees.
Okay.
So Steinbrenner said, "You're not filming it here." So Kevin Costner said, "I had to call him on the phone because it was a friggin' movie." And Steinbrenner's like, "Nope, not doing it. You're not filming it here." So then he said, but you guys win the World Series." He goes, "Oh, okay." And then he let him do it, which I thought was pretty cool that Steinbrenner takes it that serious that he was a movie and he didn't want, that was a good movie. It really was. That was a good movie. It was like a little bit of a love story, too, a connection. And he met some girl in New York. I think she got a flat or he got a flat or something happened and she didn't know anything about baseball.
Okay.
It was cool. I thought it was a good movie. I like Kevin Costner. I think he's
I do, too.
I think he's a good actor.
Sad that he's not going to be on Yellowstone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people.
This is the final episode. And so I'm such a fan of the show. Obviously, the season, the latest season, what are we, years in the making for it? And this is the second half of season 5. So we got part 1, and now we're waiting for part 2 for months. And then they start promoting Yellowstone in like August. They're like November something, premiere date. I was like, why are you getting us so jacked up this far in advance? But I think they just dropped the trailer and it does premiere November, and they just dropped the trailer for it. But no Kevin Costner, unfortunately. I'm curious what they do to get rid of his character.
I was just going to ask you that.
I'm curious what they're going to do.
Have they said anything?
I mean, they've tried to kill that guy so many times. Everybody, that whole Dutton family, they've tried to murder so many times. So
Really?
they'll finally take him down or what? I mean, they've gotten blown up, shot at.
Sean Wynn.
I mean, like, if you haven't seen it and they survive all of it, so does he just leave? Or do they just ignore the facts and we just like, I guess he's not on the show anymore? I mean, they do have to have some kind of storyline to address it. They do.
Again, people love that show.
It's great.
I mean, I
highly recommend.
I mean, in the last couple of years, I would say it's the number one show I hear people passionate about. And there's not too many shows I hear people like, I can't, I got to watch it. Whether they, they do it at their convenience or whatever. But Yellowstone, it's just a word you're like, what the hell is that? Now, were you on it?
You don't know what the hell is that? Yellowstone has been around for a while, G-Man.
Well, I'm saying,
never heard of Yellowstone National Park?
Yeah, I've heard of the park, but I'm saying I don't know what when I heard the thing about the show, I didn't know what the hell it was. I had no clue. What is the premise behind the movie? He's got a lot of land. Some Indians want to buy it.
There's
for a casino.
There's a lot of stuff. Yes, it's a Yellowstone ranch. He's a patriarch of the whole family, of the Dutton family. And they just go through drama from people wanting to take over the land. There's an airport and stuff like that they want to build.
Who's the guy with the beard that bangs the hot blonde? He's on Cigar Aficionado this month. That's why.
He man is driving me crazy, but he has a home in Stewart.
Oh, really?
Yes,
that's him.
How do you know?
Yeah, because I remember people saying that they saw
Cole Hauser is his name.
Yeah.
And if you look at what he normally looks like, not on Yellowstone, very different.
Oh, really?
Yes. Cole Hauser's hair is typically lighter, and Cole Hauser was actually in Dazed and Confused, if you have seen that movie.
People say that about me.
What, that you're dazed and confused? Yes. You're dazed, I'm confused.
I like that.
I like to be dazed right now.
Wow, it could be a new podcast. Yes. Dazed and Confused. A.K.A. Granny and Green.
You're dazed, I leave confused. That's how that works.
Accurate.
Yes.
Keep joining in there, Dominic. Oh, my God, you're so funny. Tastings event is coming up. That's going to be 11/16. Somebody won tickets today, but it's going to be a great event. We do it every year. People are jacked up about it. Great food, craft beers, wine. Stop by that day, and you'll really have a good time. We'll probably have more tickets to give away, I would assume, in the next couple of weeks. But it is going to be 11/16, and that is a Saturday, I think. It's a Saturday, I believe, before Thanksgiving. So it should be a good time.
No.
It's not?
We have a problem.
What's that?
Georgia plays Tennessee that day. What are we going to do?
Oh, no. What time's the game? Have they...
I would say 3:30.
It's to be
I was
decided.
yeah, because they just decided what time they were playing Florida next week, and that's at 3:30.
That's usually 3:30.
Yeah, but that was to be determined, so they just announced that time.
Florida LSU. Is that day
I guess
too?
I'll be at BJ's, you guys. BJ's Brew House. They're going to be there.
Okay.
At the tastings.
Oh, really?
Get your mind out of the gutter.
I didn't say anything.
BJ's Brew House. They're going to be at tastings. They have a bunch of television. So I'm going to show up at the tasting and be like, hey, guys.
See ya.
See ya.
Well, what you got to do is what I used to do at weddings. I would go in the beginning and say hi to everybody, like tell a couple of jokes, and then I'm gone. And people, he was here. I know he was here. And then you just leave. So that'd be a good thing. Maybe we'll get a TV. We'll have to ask Andrew. Maybe to set up a TV for
Andrew's
Fred.
like, you asked me for too much. He was like, I can't do
Nikki
anymore.
Glazer tickets.
I don't ask Andrew for a lot.
So are you getting the tickets? Or
I haven't heard because it's tomorrow night, so
It is tomorrow night.
I still have time to go see Nikki Glazer.
I mean, if anybody can make it happen, it's Drew Dog, but
yeah.
does he want to?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I can make it happen myself, but I'd rather him do something for me.
Did you hear too? Tomorrow's Friday. Yes. Did you hear that they are going? I think it's so crazy. What has been going on since this Netflix film or flick with the Menendez brothers?
Yeah, they're gonna.
That the LADA is going to announce a decision. I think it might be today.
Today it is.
On resentencing.
Wow.
That they're going to do that today if they have not yet. I heard this yesterday and I was like, this is crazy. And they were so kind of long forgotten until this docuseries came out.
And Kim Kardashian. She started too.
No, but all she did was send out a tweet. That was it. Something on Instagram. There's more people who have been talking about this. She really... You haven't heard much about her backing it because I know that she does try to get people out of prison who she thinks don't deserve to be in there.
Well, my bet is going with Syracuse today. If they're saying there's a special announcement, it must be something good for them, for the Menendez.
Let's see. They're holding the news conference 1:30 local time. So
that's right
we'll
now.
Find out. No, but LA's time.
Okay, I'm sorry. When you said local, I thought you meant
I'm reading what they're saying. Holding their news conference 1:30 their local time, and this is Los Angeles County District Attorney said this, and they're going to announce their decision regarding the potential resentencing.
I would bet it's something good for them because if it wasn't, they wouldn't have anything. They'd just be like status quo. They got life.
Possibly, or maybe they just feel like they have to since there's so much pressure from the public and their relatives and attorneys and supporters and all this stuff. So maybe they feel like they have to. I don't know. I guess we shall see.
I'm going to bet they're changing it for 1,000.
Yep, because they're each serving 2 consecutive life prison terms.
Yeah.
Without
Greek,
parole.
my bet is in for Syracuse.
You got it. Don't worry about it. You're in. You deserve more than that.
So you win $40.
Yep.
And then if you don't, you get your 20 back. That's not a bad deal.
I'll take it.
Not a bad deal.
Dom, I wish I could do more, but that's enough. Have a great afternoon. Thanks for all your help.
Thanks, G. You do more than I heart. Don't worry.
That's not hard. Great. I'm kidding. You do a great job. Thanks for a great job. I'm glad you ate lunch today, breakfast, because I worry about you eating breakfast. Franny, always great to see you. You're the highlight of my life, my day, my existence.
Wow.
That was deep.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, not really. Just be yourself. You sure you don't want to bet tonight, Syracuse plus the 6?
I'll let you know if I do.
Okay.
I may change my mind.
Her husband's going to be like, yeah, we're putting 100 on that.
Yeah.
I told her to say 1,000.
If he was listening, he would, but he's in the Keys, so he's not listening, I'm sure.
He's in the Keys?
Yeah, he's working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's vacationing without me. I'd be like,
I was like, what the hell's going on here?
No, he can go on vacation on his own, but if